This place may be small, but at least I don't have to listen to Tranho's snoring anymore. I'm still full of thoughts about the future. What should I do tomorrow? How can I pay off my debts for my mother? How can I earn money to send my little sister to school? I wish Dad were still alive. Maybe he could tell me what I should do. It's a pity that I had to do it myself. I believe in myself. I can make it happen. But I'm so tired. I need to rest. I hope I'll feel a bit better tomorrow. After sleeping here, the system notification sounds off when I'm deep in sleep. The request time has expired. This request is automatically accepted. The system has created the player character profile. Tran Tai Gun has logged into the game. Would you like to start the game? Mu Rem? The request time has expired. This request is automatically accepted. You have logged into the game. Starting the game means you are enjoying the experience of sleeping next to a beautiful girl. I suddenly wake up, still confused, not knowing what's going on. What? Why am I here? I just drank with Tran Ho last night. How did I get here? Am I hallucinating? Two system notification panels suddenly pop up in front of me, startling me so much that I fall backwards, hitting the ground. Ding ding. Because you exceeded the time limit for answering. Your character has been randomly selected. Now you will explore the world of martial arts. Your character's name is Tran Tai Gun. Welcome to the world of martial arts. You will receive a reward for your first login. Your character has the ability to translate foreign languages of this world. Would you like to download the translation package? After reading the information in front of me, I couldn't understand what was happening. A series of questions started running through my mind. Martial arts character login? What's going on? The notification panel appeared again. The translation package has been installed. From the ground, I quickly reached up to touch the panel and shouted, "Wait a minute." The pink-haired girl, seeing my strange actions, wrapped herself in a blanket and jumped up, concerned. "Master Tran, are you okay?" I was still reaching up to the notification panel but hesitated, then turned to look at her. Astonished, I looked back at the notification panel in front of me, eyes wide open in shock. When she saw I hadn't answered, she asked again, "Master Tran?" I stood there, stunned, as if explosions were going off in my head. What on earth is happening? In the tower, based on my understanding of the situation, I grabbed a mirror and looked at my current appearance. Shaking, I stared into the mirror. I'm in a game. I'm playing a game. How did I end up in this game? I don't remember opening any game. This is interesting, I thought. Then, I reached up to touch the notification panel, but I couldn't reach it. Suddenly, it was placed on the table, making a noise as it hit the surface. It startled me so much that I turned around to look. "Please drink this, sir. You seem like you haven't sobered up yet." The woman's name is Min Wei. This guy found a mysterious box, as large as a warship from a junkyard. He had to put in a lot of effort just to carry it home. And by some miraculous strength, he managed to carry it up to the 4th floor. This guy's name is Tran Tai Gun, 27 years old. And he's a hunter by profession. And this is Tran Ho, his close friend, same father but different mothers. Tran Ho stayed at university for 7 years because he failed a subject. Tran Ho was scolding Tai Gun for being stupid, because he brought home a pile of junk. Not only that, this tiny room was now wasting space on something useless. However, Tai Gun still held on to some hope that he could make money from this machine. At the very least, if he sold it as scrap metal, he could make some money to spend. But Tran Ho dismissed the idea, saying that if it were valuable scrap, the junk collectors would have already taken it, so there would be no chance for him. Tran Ho's words felt like an insult to Tai Gun. He got angry and was about to punch Tran Ho. However, with his experience of being disciplined repeatedly, he used the first rule from the 12th line that talks about violence leading to prison, to threaten Tran Ho back. However, Tran Ho's words seemed to calm Tai Gun down. He even invited Tran Ho to go out drinking. "Come on, brother, let's go have a drink. Just one round. Let's drink all night, binge watch some videos, and relax." After drinking until he was completely drunk, it was Tai Gun who had to carry Tran Ho back to the room. He was so drunk, he didn't know up from down. Hung said drinking with him was simple, but he was clearly just making excuses. Not only that, but he also stuffed all the liquor into his jacket. Tai Gun remained sober, and he couldn't forget the difficulties he was facing. Truly, this would be a very tough time for him. He still had to get married and have kids, but he had no money. It was the same as always. He looked over at the machine he had found, and he didn't know what to do with it. He was too lazy to bring it back to the junkyard. But maybe he could try marketing it and sell it cheaply. At least he would have enough to buy a snack. Suddenly, he pressed a button on the machine. And it started working. It opened up. He didn't understand why it was still functioning. After being thrown away, the document was information about the machine. The machine was called ARC. Made in 2020, when the world in this story had already ended the war. But it had a warning. He wasn't sure if he noticed. But the player wouldn't be able to escape. And if they died in the game, they could die in real life as well. However, he didn't pay attention to the user manual. And went straight to bed from exhaustion. But the loud snoring of Tran Ho woke him up. He looked at the machine and thought it might be soundproof. So he crawled inside, forgetting all about the instructions. The graphics are so realistic. I heard that technology has improved a lot these days. But I didn't expect it to be this good. You take the 8 cups. Drinking while looking at Min Wei. Thinking to yourself, so this is why people play virtual reality games. Now I understand why people get addicted to this kind of game. Min Wei slightly furrowed her brows as she looked at you. As you were lost in thought. You felt awkward under her gaze. And quickly asked, why? She let out a quiet breath. Then said firmly, maybe I just made a mistake. That's all. She sat across from you, arms crossed, and continued, Lord Tran, you seem quite strange today. You calmly asked, what's strange? But inside, you couldn't help but laugh. She called you, Lord Tran. And even though it's just a game, it still felt quite formal. Min Wei tilted her head slightly and shrugged. I'm not sure about everything. But either you're going mad, or you've lost your mind. You're even speaking so formally to me. So I'm not sure what's happening with you anymore. Just then, the notification board popped up again. The tutorial task has begun. Tutorial. Accept the task. You looked at the notification and chose to accept it. Finally, you have entered the world of martial arts. Please collect 10 pieces of information. And familiarize yourself with your surroundings. New player limit. Objective. Collect 10 pieces of information. Unfinished. Familiarize yourself with your surroundings. Unfinished. Task completed. Asterisk. You are now allowed to view your character's profile. Access the inventory. And use skills. Move on to the next task in the chain. Accept or decline. Tran Tai glanced up, reading the notification. Then thought to himself. Collect 10 pieces of information. Familiarize myself with the surroundings. Min Wei noticed that you were staring blankly at the screen. And sighed. How strange again. You still didn't quite understand the tutorial. You didn't play many games. But you thought most tutorials usually ask you to catch some rabbits. Or learn how to use the user interface. Right? Well, you decided to just follow it. I'll start collecting 10 pieces of information. You silently resolved. After making your decision, you suddenly looked at Min Wei and asked loudly. Do you know anything about me? She couldn't help but laugh at your question. Bursting into giggles. She laughed so hard that her whole body shook. Interesting question. I guess it could be just like the rumors. Huh? Rumors? You didn't understand what she was talking about. Min Wei continued. I'm sure Lord Tran has heard them before, but, to be honest, it's not very comfortable for me to tell you directly. Curious, you suddenly stood up, leaning your face close to hers and asked. I'm not bothered. Tell me. Seeing you like this, she recoiled slightly. Moving away from you, Tran Tai sat back down, slamming the table and laughing. I'm only asking because I'm curious. I want to know if the rumors are what I heard. Besides, these rumors have been around for a while now. I'm not hurt by them anymore. Min Wei stared at you for a moment, then said, well, if you put it that way. After talking with her, I was able to learn some interesting details. First, I need to figure out where I am. I am in the capital of Taiwan, Sanji Province. The brothel I am in is located in downtown Taiwan. And it's called Honghua. Min Wei is a high-ranking courtesan in this brothel. As for me, I am Tran Tai Kin, 20 years old. I am the youngest son of the Tran family, which lives in Taiwan. The Tran family in Taiwan is a prestigious family. Representing Sanji Province, they oppose bandits and provide food for the people during famines or droughts. For these reasons, the Tran family is highly respected and loved by everyone in the city. Suddenly, a notification board appeared before me. You've gathered information about the Tran family of Taiwan. You have earned the title, Son of a Noble Family. You can check this title in your character profile. After reading the information on the board, Tran Tai Kin was stunned and filled with joy. he thought. A character from a wealthy family? Min Wei, already wealthy, continued. But I heard that your family is facing some internal issues. What kind of issues? Tran Tai Kin wondered, reading the rest of the information. New player limit. Objective. Gather 10 pieces of information. Not completed. Get familiar with the environment. Not completed. Try the one set of clothes mission. Min Wei raised her cup and continued. The external issue is that the Jin Tong sect in Mount Han is trying to seize control of the Sanji province. She flipped her cup upside down on the table, placing a finger on its bottom. As for the internal problem, it's probably the third son of the Tran family. A troublemaker, she said with a mischievous smile. Tran Tai Kin clenched his fists and sighed. Of course, there are always people like him wherever you go. In every rich family, there's always someone like that, he muttered, nodding slightly. Suddenly, it occurred to him that she might be talking about him. His sweat began to pour down like a shower. He widened his eyes and asked, "Wait, how many sons does the Tran family have?" Min Wei immediately replied, 3. Upon hearing her firm confirmation, he realized the truth. It wasn't anyone else. It was him. A new notification appeared. You have earned the title, The Family's Disgrace. You can check this title in your character profile. You have completed the objective. Gather 10 pieces of information. Tran Tai Kin sat there, his face blank. Min Wei, however, was amused and smiled. He clenched his fists, thinking to himself, whatever. Who cares if I'm the disgrace of the family? It's just a game. I've completed the mission, so that's done, he thought. Now I just need to familiarize myself with the surroundings. He sat there, his emotions constantly changing. At times, his face showed determination, but it quickly turned to a frown again. He rested his chin on his hand, lost in thought. Min Wei watched him intently. Seeing him like this, she shook her head, sighed, and said, Lord Tran, please forgive me for saying this. But you're acting like a fool now. Why don't you take a break? She suggested. At that moment, Tran Tai Kin snapped out of his confusion. Oh, I just remembered something important. He placed his hands on his head, thinking, why didn't I think of that earlier? Why am I just sitting here playing a game like this? He stood up abruptly from his chair. He needed to focus on finding a job. He turned and walked away. Before leaving, he glanced back at Min Wei and thought, well, even though it was brief, I did have some fun. He turned his face away and smiled faintly. Then, with just one finger, he pointed upwards and shouted loudly, log out. But nothing happened. Everything stayed the same. The room fell into a deep silence. Min Wei softly raised both hands to cover her face. Tran Tai Gun, not giving up, shouted again, why can't I log out? Log out? Wait, did I pronounce it wrong? Logout. He shouted again, log out. Min Wei stared at him, puzzled, like he was crazy. It was a bit sad because only he saw this scene. He was about to shout again when a red notification popped up. Warning. In front of him, countless notifications appeared. Cannot log out. This shocked him deeply. What does that mean? What did I do wrong? System error? Or is the game faulty because I tried too hard? Maybe I shouldn't have picked it up just because it was free. I should have thrown it away when Tran said it was junk. Maybe I should have read the manual. Wait, the manual? Did I even read it? He was trying to remember what it said. Tran Tai Gun scratched his head, focusing hard. Sweat poured down like rain. The warning was clear. Players cannot log out if they are killed in the game. The player will die in real life. He remembered the crucial line in the game's manual. He fell to his knees in shock. Am I stuck in the game world? He couldn't believe it. He whispered to himself. Dang, you have completed the objective of getting familiar with the surroundings. You have finished part 1 of the tutorial and the task trial. You are now allowed to view your character profile, access your inventory, and use skills. Now, you can proceed to the next part of the quest chain. Tutorial part 2 is ready. The notification appeared again. It was over. Tran Tai Gun still couldn't believe it. He thought night had fallen, and there was no one around on the road. In the distance, a horse-drawn carriage was approaching. 4 horses pulled the carriage, running tirelessly. They ran and puffed heavily. The driver was silent, carefully guiding them. The windows of the carriage were tightly shut. The wind gently swayed the curtains. Inside the carriage, Tran Tai Gun sat alone, lost in thought. In the past 3 days, I've done everything foolishly to log out. But the result was the same. The notification always appeared in red, cannot log out. So, I'm playing a virtual reality game called Muram. A martial arts game, but I can't log out. And if you die in the game, you die in real life. At first, I was just wandering around, hoping that the AI from outside would rescue me. The user manual stated that players cannot log out by themselves. But if certain conditions in the game are met, I could log out. After 3 days of suffering, I searched for a solution. I needed to focus and complete as many quests as possible to level up. To do this, I had to find a safe place where I could get help from others. And by chance, I found such a place. Alright, if I stay calm and focused, I'll be able to return to the outside world. I took a deep breath and yelled loudly, out of the carriage, I can do it, I'll try my best. Because I took a very deep breath. My cheeks swelled from the pressure. But I didn't mind that. And said to the game, open the quest panel. The information panel popped up again. Do you want to start tutorial part 2? I quickly answered, yes. We have gathered 10 basic pieces of information and understood your current situation. However, the world of Mu Rim is still unfamiliar to you. Starting now, you will rely on the system's tutorial level strength. The quest objectives were limited. For beginners, your character's status points are incomplete in the profile. Skill points in the skills panel are incomplete. Equip an item from your inventory. Unfinished quest rewards for merchant system. After reading, I commented that this quest wasn't too hard. I opened the character profile and said to the system, character level 10, Tran Tai Gun. Profession, warrior, 3rd rank. No reputation, no title. Son of a noble family, effect applied. Family shame, effect applied. Strength 10, endurance 10, agility 10, intelligence 10, charm 10, spirit 10. Available points, 100. Points to distribute, 100. Noble family son title. All stats plus 5. Family shame. All stats minus 50, except for the 5 reputation. After reading the character profile, I was left dumbfounded, confused. What is this? Am I the son of a famous family in Mu Rim? I'm only level 10 and a 3rd rank warrior. Is this for real? Son of a noble family? Family shame is at 0. I sighed softly. I see now. My father had high expectations. But anyway, I'm still happy that I can increase my stats. I looked at the notification panel and said, I should increase my points carefully. I'll put 1 point into spirit first. I clicked the option, but the notification panel popped up with the message. You can only increase spirit through self-discipline, using elixirs, or special items. Outside the forest, on a tree, a little owl perched, heard me muttering, why didn't I say anything earlier? I'll skip spirit for now. I don't think I need intelligence and charm right now. I need to focus on surviving. So, I'll allocate 40 points to strength, 30 points to endurance, and 40 points to agility. Do you accept the system change? The question was asked again. As Tran Tai Gun responded, the points have been converted. He could feel the change in his body immediately. A stream of light enveloped his body, causing him to float off the ground, suspended in midair. Wait, what's this? He was caught off guard. He tightly shut his eyes, then opened them again. The light surrounding him had disappeared. He was back sitting in his chair. He raised his hands to feel his body, and he realized he had awakened. It felt like he had awakened 7 years ago. Why am I awakening here? He wondered. He waited for the familiar, zing, sound to ring out. A notification board appeared. You have reached the rank of Tier 2 Warrior. Zane, you have completed the objective. Distribute status points in the character sheet. Seeing the notification, he stopped questioning and focused on the present situation. He opened his skill sheet. He said aloud, Skills level 10. Tran Tai Gun began to practice. The family martial arts of the Tran family is unavailable. The Tran family spear technique is unavailable. The Tran family footwork is unavailable. Physical strength, external power 10. Internal energy, 10. Available points, 100. Distribute your skill points. You cannot use martial arts because you have forgotten everything. He froze, staring at his skill sheet. Then, he clenched his teeth, biting his lip. He shut his eyes tightly, trying to control his anger. Damn it, he sighed, forcing himself to calm down. With this speed, he needed to practice martial arts to teach himself patience. Now, how should he distribute the points? Internal energy includes the structure of the tendons, which is crucial for maintaining powerful internal energy. Physical strength. External power. Includes the structure of the bones and muscles. And they are very important for maintaining powerful external strength. In his world, he was an F-rank hunter. His fighting style over the past 7 years was more suited to external power. He used magic and manipulated energy, which was closer to internal energy. But these were things he could not do with his skills. Therefore, choosing what he was familiar with would help him improve his chances of survival. After thinking it over, he decided to allocate 60 points to external power and 40 points to internal energy. The notification board asked him again, "Are you sure about your choice?" "Yes," he replied, accepting. Once he made his decision, the boards in front of him disappeared. His body started to undergo changes. First, it was his hands, then his shoulders, and soon his entire body. His tendons bulged as they adjusted to the new strength being developed. The pain was so intense, he couldn't help but scream. Sweat poured out of his body, dripping in small drops. Once he stabilized, Tran Tai Gun looked down and noticed that his physique had drastically changed. From being a guy without muscles, his body now had well-defined muscle groups. He was surprised by the transformation in his appearance. This power, I feel so powerful. He could feel the enormous strength coursing through his body. He clenched his fists. Yes, this is completely different from the real world. With the help of the system, I'll be much stronger than before. Not to mention, I have 7 years of combat experience. He thought confidently. I don't know the limits of this power, but I'll use it to its fullest. Just then, a notification appeared in front of him. You have completed the skill point distribution goal. In the skill menu, you can now survive by opening your inventory. He spoke to the system. Open the inventory. The inventory opened immediately. Inside, there was a traditional armor set. BA class armor * with no special effects. Made of tough material instead of light fabric. Wear item. As soon as he finished speaking, the armor automatically equipped itself. He placed the item on the ground, and it vanished. When he saw the armor immediately stored in the inventory, he couldn't help but exclaim, "Wow, this will be useful when I need to escape." You have completed the goal. Equipped item in your inventory. You have completed the tutorial task. Part 2. You will now receive a reward. You now have access to the next part of the tutorial chain. After reading the notification, he happily exclaimed, "Awesome." Minway's reward popped up. *** second grade spear. Restricted. No direct attack effect. ** 5% chance to cause bleeding. Description. Sharp enough to cut yourself. After reading the reward info, he frowned slightly and muttered, "Why didn't they give me something better than this?" He quickly equipped the spear, and a spear appeared in his hand. Tran Tai will now begin part BA of the tutorial. Prepare yourself. He was puzzled after reading the notification. Suddenly, a voice called from outside. "Master Tran." He stopped. The coachman continued, "It seems we have a small problem." Tran Tai opened the carriage window, sticking his head out to look. "What's going on?" The coachman explained. "Looks like we have some bandits ahead. Prepare yourself." Master Tran. Tran Tai read the system message. "You have become stronger by using the system effectively. Practice what you've learned. You will deal with the bandits that just appeared." Tutorial chain. Restricted to new players. Objective. Defeat the bandits. Unfinished. Mission reward. Full recovery. Task chain. Mission 7. Defeat. The coachman got off the carriage and pointed to the bandits standing in the distance. "Look over there." Master Tran. Tran Tai glanced at them, muttering under his breath, "Small problem, huh?" Zhang Sun was a bandit. He never left the 5 Great Mountains. And at the age of 20, he became the leader of a group of bandits, forcing travelers to pay tolls. He worked hard day and night, and he was known as Zhang Sun, the 1,000-pound man. He was the terror of all who encountered him. As usual, he sent his men on patrol early in the morning. But for some strange reasons, he had left the 5 Great Mountain Range. One of his subordinates pointed towards Tran Tai Kin's carriage. Noticing they seemed quite wealthy, he tightened his grip on the axe in his hand and laughed with excitement. "Looks like I'm in luck today." Zhang Shan ran out and blocked the path of the carriage, shouting loudly, "Hand over everything you have." Returning to the present, Tran Tai Kin peeked out from the window, watching the bandits blocking the carriage's path. The coachman informed him, "There are 6 of them, and we've been ambushed." Tran Tai Kin peered out the carriage window, thinking to himself, 6 of them, huh? Bandits like these are common. But this is the first time I've seen them in this area. The coachman continued. Why are they here? Tran Tai Kin wondered. Outside the 5 Great Mountain Range. They'll die if they attack anyone from a martial family. You think they can rob people on the Tran family's territory? You idiots. The coachman spoke with a dangerous look. His smile widening. Tran Tai Kin remained hidden behind the window. Maybe because they're NPCs, he thought. Why is this old man so calm? How can he be so composed in this situation? He was confused. The coachman licked his lips and pulled the rope taut. Should I take care of them? Seeing his expression, Tran Tai Kin guessed. Maybe he's a martial artist. Of course, he's not just an ordinary coachman. Just as expected, Min Wei was worried about him. Zhang Shan shouted loudly. You bastards. Haven't you heard of Zhang Shan? The 1,000-pound fist? The coachman gritted his teeth when he heard him yell. You ignorant scoundrel. He shouted back. How dare you block our path? For what you've done, I should gouge out your eyes and tear you apart. Then exterminate your entire clan. Zhang Shan was silent as he listened. Then scratched his ear. I'm sure I'm scared after hearing such nonsense. Who do you think you are? An emperor or some damn fool? Let me see your face. The coachman angrily raised his hand and waved it in front of him. You'll regret saying those things when you see his face. Got it. Now show me the face of this guy. Zhang Shan said calmly. You idiot. The coachman muttered under his breath, glaring at him. Meanwhile, Tran Tai Kin was still hiding behind the window, watching the situation unfold and thinking to himself. Finally, I'll get to see the skills of a martial artist. He stayed hidden, observing the scene outside, without leaving the carriage. Suddenly, the coachman turned and ran swiftly toward the carriage. Tran Tai Kin was baffled. Why is he coming back? It seems like you have to face them. Young master, the coachman said, bowing his head in front of Tran Tai Kin. Why are you sweating? He asked. Confused, the coachman placed his hand on the edge of the doorframe. These bandits need to witness your fear and power, he said, opening the carriage door and making a gesture to invite him out. Since they dared to block your path, they need to experience the strength of a true martial artist. You should teach them a lesson. He excitedly continued. Heavenly Sword Tran, I've heard of your talent. At the age of 20, you were already a renowned swordsmanship genius across Mu Rem. After hearing the young master's story, this old man felt nothing but fear and admiration for his achievements. Heavenly Sword Tran, a swordsmanship genius. What the heck is this old man saying? Tran Tai Gun felt confused and said, I think you're mistaken. But the old man didn't listen to him. Instead, he turned toward the bandits and shouted, You bastard! Can't you recognize this person? He's the second young master of the Tran family from Taiwan, a famous martial artist from Sanji province. When he heard that, Tran Tai Gun quickly ran out of the carriage, pulled the old man back to stop him, and said, Wait, I'm not the second young master. He is Heavenly Sword Tran. The old man said loudly, introducing him as Tai Gun. However, Tran Tai Gun quietly scratched his face and explained, No, I'm not him. The space suddenly fell silent. The coachman hesitated and asked, Excuse me? Tran Tai Gun awkwardly continued, I've tried to tell you earlier. I'm not Tran Vu Gun. I'm Tran Tai. The old man turned to look at him, sweat pouring down his face. You're Tran Tai Gun? The useless third one? Tran Tai Gun scratched his head and nodded. That's correct. When the coachman heard this, he immediately foamed at the mouth and fainted, collapsing onto the road. Seeing this, Tran Tai Gun thought to himself, I'm really stupid to think this old man was a martial arts master. The thugs, having overheard the conversation, burst into laughter. Zhang Shun, holding an axe, pointed at him and said, I don't know if you're the third young master or not, but I'll let you live if you listen to me. Let me live? Tran Tai Gun silently cursed at him. He wiped the sweat from his brow, mentally calculating a 6-to-1 fight. I fought 6 Go Blink before, but these guys are completely different. Zhang Shun turned to speak to his underlings. Is he so scared that he fainted? Check him. One of the underlings nodded and replied, then suddenly threw the axe at him. Lost in thought, Tran Tai Gun saw the axe flying toward him and panicked. He raised both hands to block it. Damn it. He waited for a moment, but the axe stopped midair, embedding itself in the ground, a safe distance away. At that moment, he looked up and observed them closely. Wait, look at them, one of the underlings said when his axe didn't hit the target. I should have thrown it a little harder. he said, chuckling awkwardly. Sorry, boss. He apologized. Zhang Shun placed his hands on his hips and laughed. It's fine. Aside from that heavy axe, they look weaker than those go-blink guys I faced before. Tran Tai Gun surveyed them and thought. In this situation, I think I can defeat them. He felt confident now. He glared at them and thought to himself. Then, he suddenly raised both hands high. Zhang Shun noticed his strange movements. They all turned to look at him and laughed. He's surrendering. What a wise choice. One of them said. Maybe he's afraid of my axe. Just keep laughing, he thought to himself, while still raising his hand to signal surrender to them. Zhang Shan looked at him and said, I heard the Zhang family has disowned a son. Clearly, he's just a third-rank warrior. And he's only good at chasing women. I guess he's also good at knowing when to surrender. The lackey pointed at Tran Tai Gun and said something to his leader. Meanwhile, Tran Tai Gun took a deep breath. His opponent, the leader, laughed loudly after hearing this. Does he look like a dog? Tran Tai Gun was walking step by step toward them, taking 2 steps, then another slow step, when suddenly he felt a surge of power in his stomach. He looked down and felt a heat. Wait, this is chi. He then stomped his foot hard on the ground, causing the earth beneath his feet to fly up. Without warning, he leapt quickly toward the bandits. The bandits were all caught off guard by his sudden leap. He opened the equipment panel. Activate chi to use spear skill. Tran Tai Gun calmly spoke to the system. Zhang Shan quickly grabbed his axe. But Tran Tai Gun's spear struck with incredible speed, piercing straight through the axe and into his chest. The fatal blow pierced the vital spot, and Zhang Shan was immediately eliminated. Congratulations, you've defeated LV10 Zhang Shan. You've leveled up. You've gained 10 stat points. You've gained 10 skill points. You've learned the Zhang family martial art. The remaining bandits were shocked to see their leader fall with a single blow. Tran Tai Gun spoke again. His hair blew in the wind. He pulled the spear out decisively. And the spearhead, stained with blood, dripped as he turned to face them. Now, who's next? Seeing this, the remaining bandits hurriedly begged in unison. Please spare us, sir. With their leader gone and their will broken, the bandits surrendered. You've completed the quest to eliminate the bandit gang. You've received full recovery. You've suppressed the bandits. Your reputation increased by 10. You've completed tutorial part 3. You've unlocked tutorial part 4. One of the bandits, terrified, opened his eyes wide and didn't dare make a sound. Another had swollen, bruised eyes, tears streaming down his face. Another had a swollen lip, his crooked teeth trembling. Blood was dripping from his face, but he didn't dare wipe it. The one with a tuft of hair on his head had his face swollen, with lumps all over. The old cart driver had woken up, and seeing the bandit's condition, he was stunned, his mouth open in shock. You really took care of all of them, young master? The leader is lying dead over there. Tran Tai Gun confirmed to him. Yes, that's right, he said, brushing his hands off, after tying up all the bandits. Boom. You might think he's standing by the side of the road, he said, but then he spoke a sentence. That made Tran Tai Gun furious. Are you sure you're not Master Tran Vu Gun? He still didn't believe that Tran Tai Gun had wiped out the bandits, which made him shout, do I have to say it 1,000 times? I'm Tran Tai Gun. Prepare to leave. Hearing Tran Tai Gun's anger, the man hurriedly replied, yes, manipulating time. I've heard about VR games. That can slow down time. I'm just curious. Why do they only use this amazing technology in video games, and not in other fields? Think about it. I'm pretty sure it could be useful in many other areas. Tran Tai Gun took a big bite of fried chicken and said, look at this kid. He's talking nonsense again. Chan Ho opened a new can of beer with his finger and said, Tran Tai Gun, you're making ridiculous claims as usual. You're one of those ignorant types who think you can use VR games to learn about random nonsense and get into Seoul University. He continued, I'll say this only once, so listen carefully. Take you. Chan Ho took a big gulp of beer and said, first, there's no proof, even if you study hard there, because VR games don't actually slow down time. They just make you feel like time is slowed down. He pointed at his head and continued. To put it simply, the time spent playing is determined by the data the player can store in their brain. So the more data you concentrate on, the slower time feels. However, the brain can only hold so much data. And once you exit the game, most of the information you concentrated on will vanish, and only what was presented in the game will remain. That's why, he said, there's no real difference between learning in real life and learning in VR games. Also, this method makes the brain quite stressed out. Most VR games overload the brain with information. The time difference is usually 1 hour in real life, equals 3 hours in the game. Tran Tai Gun wondered, if that's the case, doesn't that mean there should be a bigger time difference? Chan Ho yawned before replying. If the technology is advanced, the time difference would be greater. But the cost of creating it is too high. Even the equipment alone is a financial burden. Most people can't afford it. I don't know how expensive it is. But I'm going to sleep now, Chan Ho said sleepily as he went to sleep in his room. I'm annoyed, Tran Tai Gun said angrily. Back to the present. The carriage was running steadily down the road. Tran Tai Gun sat in the carriage, thinking about what had happened before. He got trapped in this game. No matter what, he had to wake up. He opened the skill selection screen and said to the system, status screen, please. The information screen appeared instantly. Character. Tran Tai Gun. Cultivation technique. The Tran family's cultivation technique. Martial arts. The Tran family's spear technique is unavailable. Footwork. Unavailable. Physical strength. 70. Internal energy. 50. Available points. 10. Distribute points. Since you haven't practiced martial arts, you've forgotten all skills. You should read the skill descriptions carefully. They are crucial for you. He read the information and still wasn't used to it. He thought to himself, I'm still a bit stunned by all this. Everything feels so real. After distributing his points, he read the skill descriptions. Martial arts, rank 1. Restricted. Must be learned from the training techniques of the Tran family. Effect unknown. Inherited from the Tran family in the Taiyuan region. Can be upgraded using materials. Currently, you cannot use this skill. Basic step technique, rank 1. Restricted. Must be learned from the Tran family's training techniques. Effect unknown. Inherited from the Tran family in the Taiyuan region. Can be upgraded using materials. Currently, you cannot use this skill. I've never used any of these skills before. He thought about the asterisk Tran family training techniques, with the maximum rank being the asterisk mysterious stage 2. Restricted. Only those of the Tran family bloodline in Taiyuan can use it. Effect. Activates and regulates qi. Accumulating and utilizing energy. Description. Allows qi accumulation at all stages, but at a slower pace. At its maximum rank, this technique is extraordinary. Tran Tai read the information and thought to himself, wow, this is amazing. Suddenly, the familiar sound of a notification rang out. A large notification appeared before him. Tutorial Task Part 4. You have been granted the ability to control qi flow, allowing you to use qi energy. However, you still cannot directly control qi energy. Be highly cautious until the very end. Tutorial Task Final Test. Restricted. Only available to players. Objective. Control the qi flow. Unfinished. Reward. Qi item acquired. Proceed to the main task. Task 7. Defeat. Not again, he muttered, gritting his teeth. If I wait a bit longer, maybe Tran Ho can help me fix this. He wondered what would happen if he kept taking these dangerous tasks. The notification remained on his screen. Waiting for his response, Tran Tai smiled bitterly. I'm not accepting this. But just as he thought that, another red notification appeared, staring him down. Would you like to accept this task? Yes. No. The veins in his forehead bulged as he saw the options. I told you, I'm refusing it. Why does it keep showing 2 yes buttons? The system didn't care about his choice, automatically accepting the task for him. Tran Tai, sitting in the carriage, shouted angrily. System, you're making me do this? Your task will begin now. The asterisk Tran family's training techniques will enhance your abilities. This is your first time, and you will receive help for this task. Would you like to proceed to the task location? Yes. No. The notification popped up repeatedly, making Tran Tai collapse. Exhausted, he groaned in frustration. Reject, reject, reject. But the system didn't pay attention to his opinion. Ding automatically agreed, making him feel irritated as he muttered curses to himself. He was so angry that veins started bulging on his face. Now, it completely ignored him. Even the system was teasing him, thinking, how infuriating. Once I get out of here. Just wait. The space inside the carriage began to distort, and a black hole started to form as the space began to spin. Tran Tai Kin quickly raised both hands to shield his face, and tightly closed his eyes. When there was no movement, he began to open his eyes and saw that he was in a completely different space. Everything around him was pure white. He quickly turned his head, looking around in confusion. Where am I? Suddenly, a voice called out to him. When he turned around, he saw an old man sitting and waving his hand, calling him. He walked closer to the old man, wondering if this old man was a helper who would assist him. The old man looked at him carefully. Tran Tai Kin also stared at the old man in confusion. After a moment, the old man spoke. Sit down and relax. Tran Tai Kin looked at him in confusion, thinking, huh? I thought to control my inner energy, I had to sit on a lotus pedestal. Only the weak need to do that. For masters, nothing is impossible. The old man stroked his long white beard and said, you can read my mind. You're truly a master. The old man placed one hand on his knee, responding to the question in Tran Tai Kin's mind. Haha, you're quite interesting. Suddenly, the old man stood up and quickly pressed acupuncture points on Tran Tai Kin's body. His movements were so fast that Tran Tai Kin couldn't react when the old man appeared before him. Don't be too surprised. I'm just pressing your acupoints, the old man said from behind him, placing a hand on his back. Tran Tai Kin thought, I know the regulation of the energy flow in the blood vessels is crucial for any martial artist. He couldn't move. The old man continued, not only does it help accumulate inner energy, but it also helps the mind, energy, and soul become more refined and brighter. It can help you reach the highest state of martial arts. Focus and let your mind be as clear as water, drawing out the energy inside you. Tran Tai Kin focused and closed his eyes, following the old man's instructions. I will recite the verses from the martial arts technique of the Tran family. The old man began reciting continuously. A light gradually appeared between Tran Tai Kin's forehead. Sweat poured from his face, and the light between his forehead grew brighter. Following the light, the old man continued, follow the light. Tran Tai Kin, confused, thought, follow the light? What light? The circulation of inner energy from the Tran family's martial arts technique was about to begin now. The blood vessels all over his body started glowing. The lights from the vessels connected to each other. Ding, asterisk. You have completed the Qi Gong cultivation task. Ding, asterisk. You have completed the 4th task. You will receive a reward. The Qi Gong skill has been assimilated. You can now freeze Qi Gong and confront the strength of others' Qi Gong. Ding, asterisk. A small amount of poisonous Qi has been released from your body. Ding, asterisk. You have completed all tasks related to the master rank. The notification board appears continuously. Ding, asterisk. You have unlocked the main mission. Tran Tai Gun sat focused on the carriage, cultivating. The light surrounding him was gradually fading and eventually disappeared completely. He began to open his eyes and exhale deeply. He raised both hands to feel the strength of his body. It felt incredible. His body seemed to have been reborn. He marveled and then placed one hand on his stomach. Qi Gong is indeed fascinating. But, what is that? He looked up and saw a small red spherical ball above his head. The coachman outside suddenly spoke. Young master, we have arrived at the Tran family's territory in Taiwan. A beam of light shone down, flowing into the spherical ball. Is this Qi from my 15th level? It's small but pure. Wait. Tran Tai Gun closed his eyes again, trying to sense it. Is that another source of Qi? A larger ball, brighter in color, appeared near the small black ball. If I absorb that, I'll definitely become even stronger. He looked at the small black ball and thought. Then, he suddenly remembered the system's notification. Main mission. Task 7: defeat the rebellious Qi or die. He broke out in a cold sweat but decided to rethink. There's no need to risk my life for it. Especially when there's nothing to gain. I'll focus on completing the current tasks first. The light from the large ball shone far away. Then the light continued to flow. That was a smart decision. The coachman turned to inform Tran Tai Gun. Young master, we have arrived at the Tran family's estate in Taiwan. Inside the carriage, he softly replied, When he looked outside, he was astonished by the grandeur of the place. He never expected the Tran family to be this magnificent. He leaned his head out the window to look around. Can you slow down a bit? He asked the coachman. Yes, of course, sir, the coachman replied. Then, he quietly spoke to the system. Open the skill menu and activate the Qi detection skill. Qi detection skill. Level. No tier. Proficient level. A unique limit only available to Tran Tai Gun. Effect. Can detect items within a 30-level range. The detection range increases as your realm improves. After reading the information, Tran Tai Gun was thrilled. Just as I thought. It's a strength level scanner. Now I'll check it out. He activated the chi detection skill. Suddenly, a green circle appeared beneath his feet. Ding! Asterisk. You have activated the chi detection skill. Since your skill is still level 1, you can only detect items within a 30-level range, within a 10-jong radius. The green circle beneath his feet expanded wider and wider, growing larger, enveloping both Tran Tai Gun and the coachman, as well as the group of bandits tied up behind the carriage. The circle covered the coachman, and his information appeared, level 4. Wang Ha Huang. You can now identify this person by recognizing his chi. After reading the system's message, Tran Tai Gun was thrilled. Hey, that's quite useful for someone like me. He smiled with joy, thinking that he had just found something very helpful. Luckily, he opened the task menu and spoke to the system. In front of him, a task notification appeared. Tran Tai Gun looked at it in confusion. Mission Logao. You are now ready to leave this dangerous martial arts world. You must become stronger and gain more fame. These are the preparations you need for the day you leave. Main mission rank. Asterisk. This mission is limited to Tran Tai Gun only. Objective. Asterisk asterisk reach the rank 1 realm. Incomplete requirements. Asterisk. Level 30. 500 fame points. Logout reward. Finally, he teared up reading the word, logout, the moment he had been longing for. I can finally leave here, he yelled joyfully. Then, he sat down, placing one leg on the seat, laughing gleefully. Yes, it's just a game, he thought to himself. I don't understand why this made me so worried. Tran Tai Gun continued to calculate in his mind. I just need to use my combat experience and the system's correct adjustments. Logging out will be just a matter of time. I won't need help from the outside world anymore. Once I get out of here, I'll make sure to take care of that game developer. He thought, then clenched his fist and made a sharp motion. The horses stopped in front of a gate. The man at the gate, seeing the carriage stop, came forward to greet them. I'm Ha Wen Cheng, captain of the gate guard of the Great Tran family estate. Please state your identity and purpose here. Wang Ha Huang slightly lifted his hat and nodded. Greetings. We are from Hongwa. Good luck, gentlemen, he whispered. Hongwa? Is that the infamous brothel? Ha Wen Cheng asked, tilting his head, almost as if confirming it. He then asked, why are people from Hongwa here? Wang Ha Huang hesitated, and Tran Tai Gun, sitting inside the carriage, coughed lightly to get their attention. He slightly opened the window and peered out, thinking to himself, he must know I'm an AI, right? Seeing his reaction, Tran Tai Gun already knew the answer. He was aware. Ha Wen Cheng stared at him without speaking, and Tran Tai Gun quickly closed the window again. Alright, you guys get back to work. But just as he was about to close the window, Ha Wen Cheng stopped him, leaning his face in seriously and saying, come outside. The space suddenly fell into silence. Tran Tai Gun stuck his head out, asking, hey, what's up? Yeah, you think I'm talking to the air? Ha Wen Cheng crossed his arms, looking confused. What the heck? What kind of reaction is that? He wondered. Does he not know I'm an AI? Maybe you've mistaken something. I live here. He stuck his face out and laughed, saying to the man, I live here too. The man looked at him seriously and replied, no, what I mean is, you're the third young master of the Tran family. Isn't that what you meant to say? He didn't let the man finish and interrupted him, leaving him at a loss for words. The man continued, I know for sure you're an AI. Just get out of the car. We'll continue with the standard ceremony. Seeing the man's attitude, Tran Tai Gun broke out in a sweat. He glanced at the two guards and stepped down. There was something really strange about the situation. Hatch Van Trin pulled out a notebook and a pen, starting to write the name down. Seeing him do this, Tran Tai Gun cursed inwardly, feeling like they were treating him like a criminal. But he still answered the man. Tran Tai Gun. His family answered back. The Tran family in Taiwan. Martial arts cultivation rank, 20. Second-class warriors. Hearing this, Hatch Van Trin stopped writing, exhaled, looked at him, and said, don't try to save face. Just answer truthfully. Tran Tai Gun turned his face away and thought to himself. Truthfully? Huh? Do you want me to say I became a second-class warrior? After distributing my stats or something? The man asked. But without waiting for an answer, he shook his head and wrote, let's put that aside for now. Let's see. You left the mansion a few days ago. Where did you come back from? Manhwa? Tran Tai Gun didn't think and answered directly. He spoke plainly, which made the man put the pen down, walk behind him, and shove the pen near his face, grinning with contempt as he said, look at you, staying at that expensive brothel for a few days? Good, you must have spent your whole fortune there. Or maybe you stole from the family treasury? He gritted his teeth, suspiciously asking. Tran Tai Gun repeated his previous confusion, and the man passed by him, muttering, what's the big deal, young master? Always doing these things, right? Tran Tai Gun's face darkened, thinking to himself, the Tran family from Taiwan. Such disgrace, it's really infuriating. The third young master, even though I'm just a gatekeeper. But let me give you a piece of advice. The man pressed his mouth to Tran Tai Gun's ear and whispered, don't tarnish the family's reputation anymore. At least, try to live like a real person. After saying that, the man ignored him and walked toward the gate, ordering the guards to let them through. Live like a real person. Tran Tai Gun thought angrily. I know this is just a game, but it really makes me pissed off. He yelled, hey, stop right there. Hatch Van Trin turned his face back and looked at him. You're done for. Tran Tai Gun, furious, immediately raised his fist toward him. In the corner of the room, there was a decorative vase. The table was covered with a pile of messy documents. The pile was so high that it obscured the person sitting behind it. A chubby man was bowing and groveling before the person, while *V Bon ** stood to one side. The person behind the document spoke up. Go ahead. The chubby man lowered his head and spoke carefully. I have a valuable subordinate who works for me. He's very respectful towards the family. And he's very skilled. But he's a bit arrogant. So he doesn't always think about the consequences of his actions. He hesitated before continuing. He had a fight with the third young master. The person behind the pile of documents fell silent. V Bon ** also stayed quiet and observed. The chubby man became scared when he noticed the silence, and hurriedly knelt down, pleading, please forgive me, it's my fault, I'm ready to accept any punishment. The voice from behind the documents spoke again. Can I meet the boy? I'd like to talk to him. The chubby man looked up. I've transferred him to the infirmary. He's unconscious and covered in bruises. There was a brief silence again. V Bon ** waited quietly. The chubby man quickly added, he's receiving treatment. He's said to have broken a bone. The voice from behind the documents replied, that's fine, don't worry about it, go ahead and leave now. The chubby man quickly nodded and left. The room was silent again. *V Bon *, come here, the voice called, and a pile of papers was tossed into the air. Yes, sir, V Bon ** answered calmly. I'll step out for a bit, said Tran Tai Gun *, standing up from his desk. He turned to the chubby man and spoke, keep an eye on the situation. Then, he left the room. Meanwhile, two men outside were fighting. One of them angrily charged forward. He was struck by his opponent and fell to the ground. You're better than I thought, the opponent said, but if you're a fighter, you should use martial arts. Don't just throw punches randomly like that. The man who had fallen stood up angrily. Shut up, you bastard. They continued to fight. V Bon ** thought to himself. I thought I was pretty strong for handling that guy with 1,000-pound strength. But now I realize I'll be killed before anything else happens. At least I got a good hit in. Though, the man then thought, by the way, what level is this *# Wenjung * guy? Damn, I just got punched in the mouth and now I'm bleeding. He decided to stay quiet and focus on leveling up instead. A message appeared. You have awakened from sleep mode. He woke up confused in the infirmary. Where am I? His subordinate replied. You're awake, young master. You've been unconscious for about an hour. The man groaned in pain. How long was I out? An hour? My whole body's bruised. It's going to hurt for a while. His subordinate gently reminded him. Please don't do anything unnecessary and just rest for now. I'm going out, he added before leaving the room. Tran Tai Gun ** winced, clutching his aching body as he opened a file on the character. Character profile appears. Character. Tran Tai Kin. Level. 11. Occupation. Second rank warrior. Reputation. 10. Title. Son of nobility. Active effects. Family's shame. Active. Attributes. Strength. 40. Agility. 50. Charm. 10. Endurance. 40. Intelligence. 10. Chi. 10. Current points. 10. How surprising. I never imagined I would end up like this. He allocated all his points to endurance. If I had distributed my stats earlier, I could have won. Well, with my current movement and stats, it wouldn't make much difference anyway. If I want to defeat someone like him, I need to master martial arts first. Outside, someone was speaking. This is the room. Thank you. The door to the infirmary opened, and someone slowly entered. He said, Tran Tai Kin, you look terrible. He walked closer to the bed, asking the doctor, how is he? Tran Tai Kin was confused, thinking, this monster, is this AI? The doctor replied, there are bruises all over his body, but it's nothing to worry about. Tran Tai Kin still didn't realize the person in front of him was AI. He activated Chi perception. The man spoke loudly, what a pity, at least you should have broken his legs. Tran Tai Kin realized the man must be level 30 or higher. A high-level character. But wait. Looking at the way the doctor acted and how he treated him, and judging by his face, the answer was, Tran Tai Kin tried to think, then blurted out, Father? The man became furious when Tran Tai Kin called him, Father. He turned to the doctor and said, thank you, you can leave now. The doctor left. Tran Tai Kin was scared and quickly said, wait, calm down, I'm sorry, if you're not my father, please don't go, don't leave me alone, but you can't be my mother, right? Doctor, save me. In the room, only Tran Tai Kin and the giant warrior were left. Tran Tai Kin was terrified. My God, what kind of doctor leaves their patient like this? The warrior yelled, Tran Tai Kin, even stupidity has its limits. Are you going to live like this? You bastard. You've been chasing women and gambling when you have money. You've acted like this. No wonder your family looks down on you. The warrior yelled, if you don't fix your behavior, be ready to face the consequences. While yelling, he gently rubbed Tran Tai Kin's wounds. Tran Tai Kin didn't understand what he was doing. He rubbed his head. Tran Tai Kin thought he was only lightly injured. Why did you fight with that kid? You've never even practiced martial arts before. Tran Tai Kin didn't understand what he was saying. Are you AI? Oh no. It seems my little brother hit his head somewhere. Where's the doctor? Where's the doctor? You really don't remember anything? Tran Tai Kin hesitated and answered. No, not even a little? Asterisk. Tran Tai Gun thought as he lay on the bed. Given that I've lost my memory, this is probably the best option now. He lay on the bed, unable to remember anything. So do you remember what I just told you? What do you mean? What's my name? Asterisk. Tran V Gun, heir to the Tran family in Taiwan. Asterisk. How old am I? Asterisk. 35 years old, unmarried. Asterisk. Where's my father? Asterisk. He's currently traveling in Jiangtu. Asterisk. What about my mother? Asterisk. She passed away 15 years ago. Asterisk. Very good. What about the two of you? Heavenly Sword Tran Muqiang, 25 years old. Asterisk. He is currently a disciple of the Heavenly Gate Temple. Asterisk. Good. Wait, Heavenly Sword Tran? I don't remember telling you that nickname. My head hurts. Little brother. Asterisk. Since the injury was minor, the swelling and bruising will disappear in about 4 days. Tran Tai Gun stepped outside into the yard. His subordinates were already waiting outside. May I escort the young master back to his residence? It seemed that Tran V Gun had sent someone to explain things to him. We have arrived. Asterisk. The second floor is your bedroom. There are servants all around, so if you need anything, just call for them. I'll take my leave now. Tran Tai Gun entered the mansion, surprised. The house was enormous, with many rooms. In the real world, Tran Tai Gun had to live in an old studio apartment. But here, he was staying in a place that felt like a palace. He stopped in front of one of the rooms, wondering what might be inside. He opened the door and looked into the room in amazement. Inside were elegant clothes everywhere. Are these guys fashion enthusiasts? The entire floor was filled with clothes. He opened another door, hoping it wasn't just another room full of clothes. The door opened, and the room was pitch dark. Aha, I found it. Tran Tai Gun stepped into a room filled with books. He picked one off the shelf and flipped through a few pages. It was a book on *BA foot combat techniques. A martial arts book of BA rank. It had no restrictions. The book described the most basic foot techniques for real combat, which could be traded at the market. Suddenly, a message popped up. Would you like to learn this skill? Of course. The system should help me learn it. Ah, of course. The system will help me. Games are easy. Thank goodness. Agree? What's this 3/10 rating? Wait a second. Clan training techniques. Clan footwork and spear techniques. So I can only learn one martial art at a time? Tai Gun threw the book aside. He looked at all the books around him and sighed. Learning all these BA level books is just a waste of time. I'll just learn the best ones. He turned back toward the bookshelf, pulling out a supreme martial arts book of the *King Ma style. He looked at it, feeling uneasy. It was a book on supreme martial arts of King Ma. The kind of sensitive novel with no restrictions. It had no limitations, and even encouraged reading the illustrations. As the moonlight illuminated the sky that night, the book glowed with a mysterious aura. The pen and ink were placed on the table. Tran Gun sighed. The subordinate standing below said, "You've worked hard, sir." The lantern was being carried. Tran Gun and his subordinate were leaving the room. It's a bit chilly. The subordinate followed behind, draping a fur cloak over his shoulders. Tran Gun thanked him. If it weren't for you, I might have been bedridden by now. What else can I say? At this rate, I'll end up as a housewife. Don't mention the elders, they're always pushing me to get married. At this point, Tran Gun thought about the image of a girl. Looks like I'll have to marry for the family. After all. Later, Tran Gun murmured, "It's too cheesy today, we might not need the lantern." The old man looked over to a room in the distance where the light was still on. "Isn't that where the third young master is staying?" "You're right, it's late, and he still hasn't turned off the light. Let's visit the young master another time. I'm sure he's just pretending to be forgetful. Maybe he's drunk, like always." The two approached the room of Tai Gun. "I underestimated him," said the subordinate. "3 young masters, and he dares to bring a woman here?" The two outside peeked through the door, and the subordinate said, "Listen, anyone can tell what he's doing. I'm going to report this to you using this month's salary." Tran Gun was looking through the window. Bon remained silent and came to check. "I don't want to watch his dirty business. As you said, he's staring at us." Tai Gun, inside the room, was practicing diligently. Sweat covered his body. He held a book in his hands. His footsteps moved swiftly. Tai Gun was practicing according to the instructions in the book. "Now, I need to step diagonally 2 steps." While looking at the book, he followed the instructions, but his foot twisted. The two outside peered through the door. They heard a curse. Who the heck created this damn martial arts? Oh my god. Tran Gun stood outside, pondering. Bon. "Yes, master?" Inside the room, Tran Gun fell to the ground. Having twisted his ankle, he cursed, moaning, "Oh my back." Tran Gun remained silent for a few seconds and then said, "You said it yourself. No salary this month." Inside the room, Tran Gun was reading the family's foot technique manual. He sat, panting, drinking water, and cursing. Why is it so hard? He gulped down the water, spilling it outside. The room was a mess, with books scattered everywhere. There weren't many books left on the shelf. He couldn't believe it, only a few books remained. These aren't even rated 18+. The whole room's a mess. But still, I must thank him for this book roll. He checked the family's footwork technique. Mastering a footwork technique requires reaching the first rank level. The Tran family bloodline is the one that carries on the ancestors' legacy. Now you can. The steps for footwork were simple but practical. Tran Gun cursed again. "Simple my foot. It's so complicated. One wrong step and you're done." Finally, it was done. The footwork marks of the Tran family's technique were complete. He had learned all 100 steps. "An unbelievable success," he exclaimed. He was so focused on training that he didn't even realize. Outside, the sky had already brightened. Even with the system's help, it took half a day to finish studying. And he wondered how long it would take to learn using the spear. Tran Gun stood up, stretched his arms. "Ah, today is the 5th day I've been in this world. Manipulating time? Manipulating whatever. I don't care about that." Tran Gun carried a pile of books in his hands. "But now, the only thing I need is to focus on what I can do. Alright, I'll take a break from training today." The Supreme Martial Arts Book of Vong Ma. Tran Gun sat on the bed, practicing. He exhaled deeply, when suddenly, a subordinate opened the door and entered. "Master, are you up?" Avatar couldn't sleep. Tran Gun thought to himself. Since my Kai circulation is correct, My mind is clearer. And I definitely don't get tired as easily as before. The injury on your body might be worse. So we should rest. Tran Tai Gun touched his injuries and felt much better. I understand. Can I? The subordinate quickly replied. You can speak to me normally. Master. No need to be so formal. Yeah, you're right. Tran Tai Gun mentioned the training room. He was talking but suddenly felt a little awkward. Let's stick to how we used to address each other. This damn realistic game. I feel bad about not using formal speech with older people. The subordinate responded. Of course. As you wish. Master. What do you need, Master? In the room of Tran V Gun. The subordinate was silent. Tran V Gun was reading something on a paper. Then said to his subordinate. You've worked hard. You may leave now. V.Y. Bon, standing next to him, didn't understand what was going on. Tran V Gun shouted joyfully. I won't work today. V.Y. Bon immediately yelled. No, Master. If outsiders find out, things will become complicated. My younger brother is trying his best to learn martial arts. How can I work now? Do you know what is more important? It's the issue with the elders. Tran V Gun stared at V.Y. Bon. That old man is so annoying. Master, may I speak? No, I refuse. I don't want to hear it. I'm still going to talk about that damn guy. V.Y. Bon said. This is the 5th time he embezzled from the funds. Even stealing other things. V.Y. Bon continued. If we follow the family rules, he would have been expelled long ago. But he's still alive. It's a miracle. Tran V Gun replied. Why are you saying that now? I'm just speaking the truth. If Master asks anyone else in the family, they will answer the same. Master, you do have a younger brother. But to others, he's despised. Do you have a grudge against my younger brother? What kind of tone is that? I'm just frustrated. Master. Extremely frustrated. It's all because of the mess the third young master caused. And now you're losing your position to the elders. Tran V Gun remained silent. Contemplating. Not only that, those kinds of issues are always certain. Cam Thu receives money from the family. Giving it to him to create more trouble. Tran V Gun shouted. Those old men are truly unforgivable. V.Y. Bon ** continued. I'll transfer him. You need to let him grow up to be a man. Tran V Gun ** turned his back and looked out the window. This will be his last chance. But, sir, before *V.Y. Bon ** could finish, Tran V Gun ** shouted. I've told you before, he's just a child with amnesia. But he has turned into a completely different person. You can see that he's very strange now. Yes, indeed, V.Y. Bon ** thought. He has become very unusual. He's even learning martial arts in a way that's completely different from before. Suddenly, something outside the window caught Tran V Gun's ** attention. *V Bon *. This way. Yes, sir. I have an idea. Tran V Gun ** said. Take an order under my name. The two men in the room continued to speak. V.Y. Bon ** began to understand his meaning. So, since he has broken 14 family rules, V.Y. Bon ** read aloud the order. The third young master will be detained and undergo indefinite training. Tran V Gun ** sighed as he listened to the order. V.Y. Bon ** glanced at his subordinate and said, another wolf prisoner. Tran V Gun ** laughed heartily. The more we bind him, the more I'll laugh. Tran V Gun ** began to react. What do you mean by this? I said I need a training room, not a prison. He then added, and what's this about indefinite time? Are you out of your mind? V Bon ** slowly explained to Tran V Gun *. Calm down, third young master. Listen to me. But Tran V Gun ** refused. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear anything at all. V Bon ** and his subordinates restrained Tran V Gun *. He looked at him one last time and then shouted. Enough. Stand up now. Tran V Gun ** struggled on the ground. But upon hearing V Bon's ** command, he froze in fear. This was a form of * telepathic communication. Don't act like you're aware and listen carefully to what I'm saying. V Bon ** ordered. Tran V Gun ** was startled when he heard that. You will be left without care next week? V Bon ** continued. You may not know because of your memory loss. But remember that you are being closely monitored. You may be punished even more severely than this. The family head has already stepped up to resolve the issue. Even if I say, indefinite time. Do you really think the family head would imprison you forever? Tran V Gun *** thought to himself. V Bon *** was right. That man would never keep him locked up forever. First, you'll stay here for 7 days. How about 3 days instead? Stop making excuses. V Bon *** glared at him. Tran V Gun *** thought. Does he think he can easily subdue me? He tried to use telepathy to communicate back. Alright, I'll be at the far end of the mountain range. Tran V Gun *** was already waiting there. At the place where his younger brother would be detained. V Bon *** had his men tie up *** Tran V Gun *** and bring him. Tran V Gun *** heard footsteps behind him. Knowing that his younger brother was being escorted to him. Everyone bowed to the family head. Tran V Gun **, bound and kneeling on the ground. Looked up at Tran V Gun **, and said, Big brother. Tran V Kin spoke loudly. I can no longer cover for your actions. As the heir to the family, I declare that you will be confined. Is there anything you wish to say? Tran Tai Kin looked at V Bang, recalling what he had just said, and then lowered his head. I will accept this punishment. Tran V Kin looked at his younger brother with pity, but still commanded loudly, Prisoner, go to the training cell. You will be informed when you are released. The cell door opened, and the subordinates escorted Tran Tai Kin inside. As they passed by each other, Tran V Kin used telepathy to speak to Tran Tai Kin, saying, I provided everything you need for the ceremony. Good luck. Tran Tai Kin stepped inside and smiled at the surroundings. The door slammed shut behind him. Later that evening, back in his room, Tran V Kin was still worried about his younger brother. He'll be alright, won't he? V Bang replied, I guarantee he'll be fine. Please don't worry. He hasn't fully recovered yet. He'll be alright, won't he? Don't act like he's going to die. His wounds will heal just by licking them. No, that's not it. Tran V Kin retorted. You don't know how fragile and weak my brother was when he was young. The rare medicines and herbs he's used might fill a whole room. Have you forgotten what happened last year? No matter what, that ginseng was 100 years old. The doctor, clearly irritated, was about to argue, but Tran V Kin interrupted him. Alright, enough. Don't say anything more. This matter concerning my younger brother is a huge pressure. Both within and outside the family. Especially the secret meeting of those people. V Bang understood immediately. Ah, you mean the Han Mountain Sword sect. What do you think their intentions are? Tran V Kin replied. I've sent a few people to spy on them. The Sanji province has made preparations. They're ready to deal with the Han Mountain Sword sect. In the training cell where Tran Tai Kin is imprisoned, The cell was equipped with various weapons. Water flowed like a stream. And there were targets on the walls for him to train with. Tran Tai Kin was wielding a spear, performing a strike aimed at the target. Finally, he completed his training. Completion. 100%. You have mastered the spear techniques of the Tran family. Continuous practice has increased your stats. Health, stamina, and agility have been increased by 1. Tran Tai Kin read the results and was surprised. I didn't know that my rank could increase like this. AI. Oh, that hurts. Tran Tai Kin sat down to rest, looking up at the ceiling of the cell. I thought this place would be a damp underground prison. If I had known it would be like this, I would have asked to stay longer. Then, a notification popped up. You're tired and hungry. Find food and rest to recover your body. His stomach growled with hunger. I don't have much time. Wasting an hour resting. Ah, right. Food and medicine. I took some when I first arrived. He summoned the food and medicine. Food and medicine. Rank 1. A medicine made from various grains and herbs. Once consumed, it not only replenishes qi in the body but also provides additional effects. He hesitated, holding the food and medicine in his hand. But, does this stuff really work? Tran Tai Kin pinched his nose, repelled by the foul smell of the medicine. But you have to eat it, it's good for your health, **. Tran Tai Gun struggled to swallow, gulping it down. Suddenly, he felt his body become stronger. You have absorbed the medicinal food. You are full, and your exhaustion has vanished. In the next hour, all your stats will increase by 2 points. What? Open character sheet? This is amazing. Tran Tai Gun was thrilled. If I finish all these pills, I'll be good to go. He summoned the medicinal food and devoured it greedily. As he ate, notifications kept popping up. You have absorbed medicinal water. Medicinal food has no other effects. You are full from absorbing too much. You will not be able to move for the next hour. Tran Tai Gun read the message and fell back. It was already evening, and the fire flickered in the corner of the room. But Tran Tai Gun kept diligently practicing his spear technique. Mastery of the spear technique has increased to BA level. 23 out of 100. Asterisk. Tran family spear mastery increased to 25 out of 100. Asterisk. He continued to practice. Tran family spear mastery increased to 26 out of 100. Asterisk. Why does this keep happening? Tran Tai Gun grumbled. I was improving, but it's getting harder and harder. This is so frustrating. I have to waste another hour. Why is this happening? Let's try again, but slower. He started with the dragon punch, spinning the dark iron spear back for the divine strike, and finally finished with the asterisk heaven-piercing strike. Okay, finally. Wait, my footwork technique has leveled up to level 5? The Tran family's footwork technique has increased to 2 out of 100. Asterisk. What's going on? Tran Tai Gun couldn't understand what was happening. I see. When practicing the spear, I need to integrate the footwork technique. I get it now. Finally. There was a hole in the target pierced by his spear. You have exhausted your energy and are extremely fatigued. You have unlocked the achievement. Body and mind in harmony. You've discovered how to leverage martial arts to increase your capabilities. The Tran family's spear technique mastery increased to BA level. Asterisk. You have unlocked a method to enhance martial arts with greater frequency. Asterisk. Tran family's spear mastery increased to BA level. A person, just waking up, stretched and yawned. He looked around in confusion. I think I fell asleep on Tai Gun's bed again. Now that I'm awake, someone should wake me up. Right? Where did he go? The person looked around and then saw a bunch of machines next to him. He used his foot to press the button, opening the door to the machine. How could he sleep in such an uncomfortable place? This guy is so weird. He knocked on Tran Tai Gun's head. Wake up, it's already sunset. Get up, we need to have some soup to get you awake. Tran Tai Gun was half awake, half dreaming, mumbling, I'll help you buy it. Tran Tai Gun opened his eyes. Oh my god, it was just a dream. Rank 13 had increased by 2 ranks in the file. Tran Tai Gun was now a level 2 warrior. No wonder he felt so light and energetic. Level 1 Spear Technique. Mastery Stage BA. Only limited to those of the same bloodline. Level 1 Footwork Technique. Mastery Stage BA. Only limited to those of the same bloodline. Highest Cultivation Technique. Mastery Stage BA. Only limited to those of the same bloodline. The activation effect stimulates the circulation of energy. The levels of some of these skills have increased. I've even received new items. The new Taman item has no rank limitation. It doesn't have a clear composition of materials. It allows the wearer to feel calm and safe. Improving concentration. Looks like I got lucky. Ha ha. Tran Tai Gun laughed out loud. Hard work pays off. Starting stats. Health and stamina 10 points each. Before I leave this world, I should try to increase my abilities as much as possible. Tran Tai Gun grabbed his spear and started practicing again. With my current strength, can I defeat that annoying Hatch Van Trin? Not yet. There's still a big rank difference. Enough with the random thoughts. Focus on practicing. New message. New feature. Training mode. You can now summon the illusions of past opponents. However, if the opponent is 10 ranks higher than you won't be able to summon them. Training mode. You can now summon opponents ranked 10.000. Like Hatch Van Trin, rank 20. What? Tran Tai Gun was shocked. The summoned opponent appeared. Tran Tai Gun turned around and looked carefully. That bastard. Let's see. It's true. I won't get injured. You can change the rank of the opponent? Really? Let's try Hatch Van Trin with half of his strength. Loading rank 20 Hatch Van Trin's data. Current form will only use 50% of his strength. That annoying gaze hasn't changed at all. Tran Tai Gun stared at Hatch Van Trin's face and said, let's start practicing. Tran Tai Gun rushed in and thrust his spear at him. Hatch Van Trin easily dodged the spearhead. Tran Tai Gun kept advancing. Come on, take this. Hatch Van Trin faced the spear and finally glared at him. He was struck in the face by Tran Tai Gun. Is it really that easy? Half strength is that weak? Let's try Hatch Van Trin at full strength. Hatch Van Trin at 100% strength. Tran Tai Gun continued testing his limits against him. The next morning, someone on horseback arrived at the door. The gatekeeper ordered him to stop and questioned him. The rider stopped. The gatekeeper observed. The rider wore armor and had a sword. He was questioned. Where are you from? The group of people looked at each other. And one person replied, Henson. In the fiery prison room. The flames illuminated the space. Tran Tai Gun was still practicing. The gatekeeper outside heard them coming from Hang Sun and became panicked. Tran Tai Gun scratched his head. Puzzled. Why'd I still win? Or is it just that our appearances are the same? This simulation should point out the difference between my strength and those better than me. Right? What's the point of winning all the time? I've only just started learning martial arts a few days ago. How could I become this strong? Is it about being strong or is it the weapon? I need to understand how Hatch Van Trin fights when equipped with a weapon. Wait, or maybe I should try using the techniques of the Tran family. The footwork and spear techniques. Hatch Van Trin, ranked 20, has already been equipped with the Tran family's spear technique and the Tran family's footwork technique. Now it's fair, right? Now I can see if I'm lacking anywhere. Hatch Van Trin charged forward with his spear. Looking at him, he was still irritating. Tran Tai Gun held his spear, ready to face off with Hatch Van Trin. Alright, let's see who the AI will favor this time. The spear's sharp tip was used by Hatch Van Trin to attack. He seemed angry as he looked at Tran Tai Gun's legs with a menacing glare. Shouting loudly and charging to deliver a fatal blow. Tran Tai Gun finally dealt with the situation. Hatch Van Trin was panting heavily. Announcement. Level up. Tran Tai Gun's Tran family spear technique has reached level 4. Your moves have been refined, increasing your destructive power. Tran Tai Gun opened his character sheet and read the announcement. Yes, I've reached rank 14. Character sheet. Rank 14. Tran Tai Gun. Occupation. Level 2 warrior. Reputation. 10. Title. BA, business, is currently applied. Health. 51. Agility. 51. Attractiveness. 61. Strength. 10. Spirit. 15 points. Currently has 10 noble sons. All stats plus 5. Reputation plus 10. Family's honor. Negative. All stats reduced by family reputation. Reputation. Minus 50. New students. 50. Training speed plus 10%. So, I'm stronger now. Just after 5 days. One more rank up and I'll be set. I'll boost agility by 10 points. Then I'll be able to take on guys like that one who weighs 8,000 pounds. And rank 30 will be easy. Shouldn't take even a week. After that, Mom, Harrian, I'm coming back to you both. Just wait a little longer. Wait, why did the door open by itself? It was V Bon, along with 2 subordinates. It's been 5 days. Young master, are you here to release me? Everything has been handled. Weren't you supposed to say 7 days? Yes, you are allowed to go outside now. But you need to go somewhere right now. Where to? To the main hall. Your family's heir is waiting for you. Also, your friends are there, along with the disciples of the Sun Hang Sword Sect. Sun Hang Sword Sect? I've heard that name before. But why are they taking me to meet them? Tran Tai Gun *** suddenly had a bad feeling about the situation. Wait, I'll change clothes first, he said. That won't do, young master. Then let me take a bath first. V Bon *** grabbed Tran Tai Gun's *** shoulder and said, I'll ask you one question. You'd better be honest with me. Do you understand? Tran Tai Gun *** didn't understand what was going on. Yes. V Bon *** sighed and began. Did you intend to assault the young lady of the sword sect of Hang Mountain? Tran Tai Gun *** was startled and panicked. My god, what have I done? As he followed V Bon *** out of the cave. He mumbled, I'm serious. This is absolutely not true. Trust me. V Bon *** replied. That means your memory has returned. No, that's not it. Tran Tai Gun *** answered. But really, I'm not a demon. I look like a human. Don't I? Why do you think I'm such a scoundrel? V Bon *** turned around and agreed. Exactly. Tran Tai Gun *** was enraged and replied without hesitation. Are we running away, third young master? The family head trusts you completely. Don't forget that. As they arrived in front of Tran V Gun's *** mansion. V Bon *** opened the door. Inside, Tran V Gun *** was sitting with the clan elders and the sword sect of Hang Mountain. I brought the third young master here. V Bon *** announced. Tran Tai Gun *** walked in, nervous and trembling. Everyone in the room turned to look at him. Their faces were filled with anger and tension. Tran Tai Gun *** lowered his head, terrified. The atmosphere was so serious. Even if he entered a tiger's den, as long as he stayed focused, he would still find a way to survive, just by staying focused. As he walked towards the table where the others were sitting, he reminded himself not to shrink back, even though sweat was dripping from his face in fear. As Tran Tai Gun *** entered, he noticed a bloodthirsty figure. What is this? Who are you? Long time no see. Third young master. Who are you? What kind of monster are you? The person laughed and replied. Ha ha, you really have a thick skin. How dare you pretend not to know me? This man was Li Thu Can **, ranked 30. Tran Tai Gun *** panicked. Oh no, it's over. These sword sect people are terrifying. The elders of the Tran family also stared at him. Even Tran V Gun *** remained silent and looked at his younger brother. Tran Tai Gun *** was sweating profusely. Li Thu Can *** continued. So, you just returned. Where have you been all this time? Tran Tai Gun *** stammered. At the Red Flower House? What about before that? Tran Tai Gun *** scratched his head, hesitating and stuttering. He was silent, not answering. In his mind, he thought, I just had to be stuck in that wretched place. That damn bastard. Li Thu Can *** smirked. Seems like you don't remember. Let me remind you, you spent the night with one of the most expensive courtesans. The night before you arrived at the Red Flower House. You went to the Moonlit Tower brothel. The elders in the room lowered their heads, murmuring, such a fool. It's true. Tran Tai Kin was bewildered. The voice of Li Thu Can continued. I hope you won't try to justify your crime. I have statements written down on this piece of paper. This paper serves as evidence of what you have done. Tran Tai Kin looked at the stack of papers, his face filled with panic. Damn it, I had planned to atone and escape. But now there's this evidence. On the paper, it was written. The young master Tran was drunk and boldly entered that room. Now, I'm no better than those perverts. Another paper read. I heard the young mistress of the sword sect scream in the room. The young master Tran was drunk at the Crescent Moon Pavilion. I saw the young mistress of the sword sect there. And I saw young master Tran standing in front of the young mistress's room. Tran Tai Kin thought, if this keeps going, I'm going to be charged with rape. Other papers read. I heard a woman screaming. Tran Tai Kin read them all, feeling exhausted. What the hell? Is this all? Is this it? Li Thu Can yelled. You've seen all this, and you still don't understand? Are you stupid or what? Tran Tai Kin felt even more confused upon seeing the papers. Li Thu Can shouted angrily. How can you still deny it when the evidence is right here? Wait, everyone has seen it, right? Right? The elders nodded, confirming. Li Thu Can, in a fit of rage, threw the papers at Tran Tai Kin's face. You disgrace. Tran V Kin, feeling despair for his younger brother, sat silently, watching the scene unfold. The papers fell to the floor after hitting Tran Tai Kin. He was furious, cursing under his breath. Li Thu Can threw another paper at Tran Tai Kin, then raised his chin in defiance. Don't throw around false confessions like that. Tran Tai Kin, fuming with anger, spat on the pile of papers on the floor. Li Thu Can, enraged, quickly drew the sword hanging by his side. Looks like I'll have to teach you a lesson. Tran Tai Kin thought to himself. Damn, something's off about this guy. System notification. Asterisk. The battle mission has begun. What the hell is this? Mission announcement. Asterisk. Your actions have led to consequences. Only you can resolve this issue. To uphold the family's honor. There is only one way to face this. Unexpected mission. Rank. Highest. Available only for Tran Tai Kin. Objective. Win the battle. Failure will result in punishment. Rewards. Experience. Honor points. 50 mission points. Failure. Punishment for indecency. Message. Asterisk. Do you accept the mission? Accept or decline. Tran Tai Kin thought. You want me to fight that scum Li Thu Can? His rank is twice mine. How can I possibly win? It doesn't mention death, so maybe I just need to close my eyes and fight back. But, what's this punishment? I don't know what that involves. I should be cautious. He finally chose. Sorry, but I'll avoid this. Decline. Li Thukan, furious, yelled, "You should run while you still can. Every member of the Tran family in Taiwan will pay a heavy price." The elders were enraged upon hearing this, slamming their hands on the dining table. "Watch your tongue, boy," even though his actions were despicable. "Don't go too far. How dare you lower your voice when addressing the family head, asterisk." The mission notification repeated when it was rejected. The Sword Sect would declare war on the Tran family in Taiwan. Not only that, Tran Tai Gun would become the enemy of the faction. Tran Tai Gun read the notification and became furious. "I was shocked when you let me reject the mission. Everyone, calm down." Tran V Gun spoke up. "You, young Master Li, your actions earlier were, to me, a sign of weakness." Li Thukan clenched his fist tightly after hearing that. "Weakness? You really think I came here with most people's support? I'm here because I'm the eldest son of the Sword Sect. My father, no, the sect master, has given me full authority." Tran V Gun replied. "So what do you want?" "I've already said it from the start." Li Thukan answered. "I want a battle with the three young masters." Tran Tai Gun was filled with fear. "This isn't what we wanted to ask. We want to know your real goal." "Ah, this is good," Li Thukan replied. "I want you to relinquish all control over Taiwan. If you can do that, I'll consider this incident a mere accident." The elders started speaking again. "What did he say, this arrogant brat?" Tran V Gun retorted loudly. "So I guess we have to settle this with a duel?" Before Li Thukan could finish speaking, Tran V Gun continued to reject the idea. Li Thukan didn't understand what Tran V Gun was thinking. He then offered another suggestion. "Then there's only one thing left. And that is war." Upon hearing Li Thukan mention war, the room erupted in a flurry of whispers. The elders exchanged glances, murmuring to each other. Tran Tai Gun didn't expect it either and kept sighing. He turned to look at the elders, who were murmuring to one another. Then sighed again. "Damn, this guy." Tran Tai Gun had already prepared his weapon behind his back. "Fine, I'll fight." This response shocked the elders even more than the mention of war. Even V Bon frowned, bewildered. The elders were in disbelief, unable to believe their ears or eyes. Li Thukan couldn't believe he dared to challenge him. Only Tran V Gun quickly stopped him. "Wait, Tai Gun." Tran Tai Gun said to Li Thukan. "Get your damn ass over here. Let's settle this mess." Li Thukan sneered, mocking. Tran V Gun communicated telepathically with his younger brother. "Little brother, stay calm and take a deep breath. Don't worry, if anything happens, I'll rush in right away. If that madman even touches you with a finger, I'll make him regret it. Understand? Don't be scared, take it slow, you can do it." Hearing Tran V Gun's words, Tran Tai Gun felt somewhat reassured. At least, he thought, he wouldn't get killed. He decided to focus on defense. "Young Master Tran," Li Thukan said before they started, "I'll ask you one question. Where does your confidence come from? Accepting the challenge like this? I thought you didn't know anything except how to run away," he said, laughing. Tran Tai Gun hesitated, stammering, "Well, if I refuse the duel, I'll feel safer. But if war breaks out, I'll become the enemy of both sides. I'll be killed sooner or later." Tran Tai Gun thought. "But if I accept the challenge and avoid being injured, I might just protect my life after all. With the strength from leveling up, I might have a chance." Tran Tai Gun replied to Li Thukan. "Simply put, I want to beat you up." Li Thukan laughed loudly in disdain. "You're so stupid. I didn't expect you to have any pride. Then let me ask you something. Go ahead, I'll listen. After all, this is your last words. In this situation, you've made up this whole story, haven't you?" "Huh? What are you asking?" Tran Tai Gun sneered. "Talking nonsense, you bastard." Tran Tai Gun thought to himself. "Just looking at your face is enough to make me hate you." Li Thukan was embarrassed and furious after being exposed by Tran Tai Gun. "I'll chop off that stinky head of yours." He grabbed his sword and jumped toward Tran Tai Gun. Tran Tai Gun blocked the sword with his spear, almost falling down. Li Thukan continued to slash. Die. With every blow, Tran Tai Gun blocked it with his spear. He's strong, no doubt. Tran Tai Gun was barely able to hold on. "I'm giving you a chance to beg for mercy. I'll only take one of your arms. Be grateful." Tran Tai Gun thought. "I don't know why I thought I could beat him." Li Thukan raised his sword again, striking with all his might. But Tran Tai Gun landed a blow on him, blocking the sword with his spear. "How dare you?" Li Thukan gritted his teeth. Struggling to stand, he was furious. mouth full of blood. You'll only land that one blow. Huh? Suddenly, Tran Taikan said, "You're dead for sure." What? Get ready. I'll show you what it's like to be beaten up. The cowardice effect has been removed. Being the firstborn son of the Hang Mountain Sword School, I learned how to wield a sword since I was young. Although I'm not a genius, I trained hard to rise in rank. When I was young, I became the hope of my family. And with that came fame and wealth. But now the problem with the Tran family in Taiwan is that Hang Mountain has an opportunity to increase its power in the martial world. Fortunately, the reputation of that bastard has hit rock bottom. I know that no matter what the Tran family does, their influence and reputation will eventually fall into disarray. A challenge, a retreat from war. What's going on here? Taking advantage of Li Thukan being distracted, Tran Taikan jumped forward and kicked him. Li Thukan fell heavily to the ground, crawling up frantically, his sword flying away. He gritted his teeth in anger, rushed to grab his sword, and stepped forward, intending to strike Tran Taikan. But Tran Taikan would not easily let him move. On the contrary, Tran Taikan lunged with his spear, stabbing him repeatedly. The group of people watching from the sidelines immediately stood up, watching closely as the people from the Hang Sun Sword sect became furious. They were about to draw their swords and teach Tran Taikan a lesson. Seeing their leader wounded, they quickly drew their swords and charged at him. V. Bond couldn't believe his eyes and pinched his cheek. This isn't a dream, is it? What am I witnessing here? The heir to the Hang Sun Sword sect, Li Thukan, was being beaten badly, and it was by the three young masters. The one who had just been promoted to a level BA warrior. Sure, I've seen him training day and night. But where's the martial skill? How could he have gotten so strong so quickly? What the hell am I looking at here? The people from the Hang Sun Sword sect, seeing their leader clearly at a disadvantage, shouted, "The fight is invalid. This is a dirty trick. The Tran family is definitely playing unfairly. There's no way a scum like Tran Taikan could defeat our young master." V. Bon, hearing this, was furious. These idiots, how dare they say such things? The battle finally ended, and Li Thukan was lying on the ground, defeated, covered in blood. The people from the Hang Sun Sword sect were angry and confused. Tran V. Gun spoke. "What are you babbling about? What are you saying?" Tran V. Gun, furious, was about to slap them. The group quickly knelt down in fear. Li Thukan, lying on the ground, his mouth full of blood, was the one who had issued the challenge. "Return to your seats and stay quiet until the match ends." The people from the Hang Sun Sword sect were worried about their leader. "Get up, Li Thukan." V.Y. Bond spoke to Tran V. Gun. "This will be disadvantageous for you." Before V.Y. Bond could finish speaking, Tran V. Gun interrupted. "Don't say another word. This is the best moment of my life." Above the sky, the sunlight was dazzling. Li Thukan's sword had been knocked away, flying somewhere off into the distance. He was still stubbornly standing up, unable to believe what had just happened. How is this even possible? Tran Taikan ordered. "Come on, Li Thukan, surrender already. You know you can't defeat me." "What did you say, you bastard? Shut your filthy mouth." Li Thukan, furious, yelled at him. Tran Taikan couldn't take it anymore. He used his spear to strike him again, aiming straight at his forehead. But then, realizing he couldn't kill him, he shifted the spear's point to another direction. At this moment, Li Thukan was beyond enraged, his hand ready to crush Tran Taikan. He charged straight at his face. Luckily, Tran Taikan was able to parry with his spear, but Li Thukan used his other hand to punch Tran Taikan in the eye. At that moment, blood started flowing from Tran Taikan's face. "This bastard, how dare he? I punched him, and yet he still dodged it. How is that possible?" Tran Taikan *** had used everything to attack. But then *** Li Thukan *** was countered by ** Tran Taikan ***'s retaliation. It was a flurry of punches. And the final punch ** Tran Taikan *** landed on ** Li Thukan *** was a powerful blow to the chest. Blood sprayed from ** Li Thukan ***'s mouth. And he quickly knelt down on the ground, bowing before ** Tran Taikan ***. This action surprised both ** Tran V Gun *** and ** V Bon ***. And the elders were terrified and worried. The sword sect of Hang Mountain watched as their leader kneeled, feeling both frustrated and fearful. Thus, In this duel, Tran Tai Gun *** had won. A notification popped up. You have completed the challenge. You have earned the title of victor. Your reputation has increased to level BA. You can now identify targets in the top 50. The *Tran family cultivation technique has leveled up to level 4. You have gained ESP and a new reputation reward. Thanks to your excellent performance, you received an additional reward. A painting of Tran Tai Gun ** winning, standing in the midst of the kneeling members of the Hang Mountain Sword sect. V Bon ** looked at the painting with confusion. What is this, old master? Tran V Gun ** answered. I'm just recreating yesterday's duel. Focus on Li Thu Can **, who was completely defeated, and Tran Tai Gun **, my powerful hero, who emerged victorious. The scene in the painting shows a vast, boundless blue sky, symbolizing the bright future of this young hero. How is it, V Bon? Do you think I painted it well? V Bon ** responded. The work still needs your attention. And you spent the whole day painting this piece of junk? Are you losing your mind? Oh, that's why I painted another piece. I had planned to show you. But you're too sharp-eyed. Tran V Gun ** said. As he continued to describe the aftermath of the battle, he focused on the hero, Tran Tai Gun **, who wasn't satisfied with the fight, and begged to return to practice. The scene captured the admiration of everyone around. V Bon ** said. I have to admit, you really did surprise me. It's like you've completely changed. Tran V Gun ** smiled in response. I'm just as surprised as you. Who would have thought this day would come? My younger brother has finally become a true eagle. Didn't you hear that? Tran V Gun ** asked. That was the sound of Tai Gun **'s mighty wings flapping. V Bon ** suddenly noticed something. Tran V Gun ** turned around and saw a messenger pigeon flying in. A letter was opened, and it contained something serious. The image of Tran Tai Gun ** appeared in the letter, growing stronger each day. And then he leapt up, delivering a decisive punch. Li Thu Can ** suddenly woke up, and realized he had been dreaming. He gasped for breath, wounded, and lying in a carriage on his way back home, with the Hang Mountain Sword sect. Filled with rage, Li Thu Can ** gritted his teeth. How could I have lost to him? Damn it! He slammed his fist onto the ground. The people riding the carriage were startled. Young master, are you awake? But Li Thu Can ** didn't pay attention to them. He yelled, I'll kill him, I swear to the heavens. I'll personally end Tran Tai Gun **. Where the hell are you all going? Stop lingering around and keep moving. Yes, master. Li Thu Can touched his forehead, wondering what the hell was going on. Keep going. But suddenly an old man appeared. What the hell are you? The old man spoke to Li Thu Can. You are allowed to return. The Han Mountain has brought us to a different position. How dare you say that? Why didn't we do this instead? You can stop at the North Mountain first. Then you can go back to Han Mountain. The old man spoke, then thrust a needle deep into Li Thu Can's forehead. He spat out a mouthful of blood. When the old man withdrew the needle, Li Thu Can could only weakly say, Help! Help me! Before collapsing and dying on the spot. Goodbye, young Master Li. Ha 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 ha. At Tran Tai Kin's cave. He was meditating and reflecting on the battle from the previous day. I stacked my stats instead of distributing them evenly. So why does my strength, endurance, and sensitivity seem higher than his? But I still received a lot of combat experience. Overall, this means I'm strong enough to defeat anyone of the same level as Li Thu Can. But, even though I launched a continuous offensive, he was still able to endure. His lethal moves, although avoidable, could still easily penetrate my body. Showing the difference in our cultivation levels, Tran Tai Kin sighed and checked the message that appeared. Character data. Your Qi Gong has increased, but it still feels the same. Rank. Second class warrior. Fame. 10. D4 effects. I've defeated Li Thu Can, and he was a first class warrior. Why am I still stuck at second rank? The only thing he had over me was the strength of his Qi Gong. Wait, based on his age, his Qi Gong experience must be around 25 years. Meaning I need to double my Qi Gong level before I can log out. Damn, it's been circulating properly. but my qi gong still hasn't improved. Tran Tai Kin lay sadly on the floor. Do I need some mental pills or something? I don't know. I think I'm feeling off. A mental pill would certainly be rejected. But if I don't have any other choice, I might have to consume qi gong items. I need to be extremely careful all the time, otherwise, it could be dangerous to my life. Nothing serious has happened yet. But these changes, they've temporarily solved the qi gong problem. How the hell do I increase my fame now? My head hurts. Notification. Asterisk. Rumors related to the Tran family in Taiwan have begun. The sleeping dragon rumor has begun. Thanks to the rumors, your fame has increased by 10. The more people believe it, the higher your fame grows. What the hell? The sleeping dragon? AI. Asterisk. Thanks to the sleeping dragon rumor, your fame has increased by 3. Your fame has increased by 2. On a bright moonlit night. This sudden summons. What's going on here? That's exactly what I'm saying. He didn't even explain why he gathered us in the middle of the night. It's because the head of the family is too young. Asterisk. He couldn't even explain the difference between procedure and management. I guess in the end, he finally made a serious decision about his position. But that's also because his biggest weakness was revealed. To think the 3 young masters are this powerful. I bet you elders are pretty overconfident. They've planned something related to the 3 young masters. To place their advantage, it might not be a bad idea to let the elders take control of the family. Clear your words. At that moment, Tran V Gun and V Bon entered the room and took the chair in the middle of the family head's position. Tran Tai Gun began to speak. Thank you, elders, for gathering here at this late hour. I have a reason to call everyone here today. Let me guess, the sword sect. When Tran V Gun heard this, it was from the elders' words. Everyone stood up. Even AI was startled by the presence of the elders, the grand elders of the family. The group was cursing, but one old man sat quietly observing. The others criticized Tran Tai Gun, but this old man kept staring at him. Tran Tai Gun noticed the old man too. His deep eyes surprised him. The old man kept staring at him, even frowning. Tran Tai Gun was sweating. Damn, look somewhere else. What's with this? Why does he keep staring at me like that? I'm scared now. Seeing the fearful expression on his younger brother's face, Tran V Gun communicated telepathically with him, trying to tell him, that's the Grand Elder. Maybe you've forgotten, but the Grand Elder is him. He's the oldest person in our family. Tran Tai Gun thought, I'll meet him before meeting my father. Hearing his brother's words, Tai Gun nodded. His brother continued, and with what's about to happen, don't panic, and just answer truthfully. Tran Tai Gun nodded again. What's going on? Why does everyone seem so tense? Please pay attention. Tran V Gun continued. Now that the witnesses are here, we can begin the interrogation. 3 young masters. Tran Tai Gun nodded. On behalf of the family head, I, the deputy head of the family, will conduct the interrogation in his place. Have you poisoned Li Thu Ken of the sword sect? Tran Tai Gun was startled. What the hell is going on? I'm pretty sure it's like that. But I still have nothing to do with the poisoned body of Li Thu Ken. Do you have any valid evidence? Tran Tai Gun replied. Evidence? Yes. Do you have evidence proving you didn't lay a hand on this incident? Tran Tai Gun sighed and lowered his head. Why am I the only one who has to prove this? Are all of you considered innocent or something? Hearing this, the others started arguing. What? You all. Listen here. 3 young masters. Tran Tai Gun said. You all are just talking nonsense. The oldest elder at the table immediately spoke up. Enough of this nonsense. I have a few questions I'd like to ask you. How did all this start? A few people sitting at the table asked another person. Tran Tai Gun remained silent. It all started with the 3 young masters, the ones who tainted the reputation of our family. Finally, someone asked, who caused the trouble with the sword master? Everyone turned to look at each other. It was still the 3 young masters. An elder sighed deeply and said, Tran Tai Gun was furious. These bastards, they've conspired against me. Another person spoke to the others at the table. However, the 3 young masters fought a fair duel. Immediately, someone else refuted. A fair duel? He surely poisoned the blade to fight against him. How can that be called a fair fight? Do you think we're from the Tang clan of Sichuan or what? Another person spoke up, but the 3 young masters already said it wasn't his fault. Of course, he would say that. One elder added. Besides, I personally checked his body before Master Li left. Although there were many wounds from the battle, There was no sign of poison. If needed, we can suggest to the three young masters to prevent this battle from happening. Tran Tai Gun found this confusing. What are you saying? One person stood up, shouting, how dare you say such things? Am I wrong? Look at the facts. The sword master is much stronger than the family leader. Once the battle begins, hundreds of lives will be caught up in it. If they don't die, they'll be wounded, and in the worst case scenario, our clan could be completely destroyed. Another person pointed at Tran Tai Gun. This situation could be avoided if we deliver the head of the three young masters to them. Everyone at the table became tense and began to argue. One person smirked, and Tran Tai Gun stood up abruptly. Do you want to hand over the life of the three young masters? Without any concrete evidence? Is that your intention? No, I just want to say. This is what the respected family patriarch should be saying. He clenched his fists in anger, his face tightening, but in the end, he relaxed his hand and sighed. Tran Tai Gun looked at his elder brother worriedly. The Grand Elder looked at V Gun. Tran V Gun finally regained his composure and said, the duel was fair, and the plot to poison Master Li was done by someone else. I want to make sure everyone here understands the truth. Are you all ready to surrender yourselves to the fear of the enemy? Although we don't know who is behind this, we are certain that the Hen Mountain has drawn their sword. We don't know when they'll arrive, but it's already too late to stop them. Therefore, the only thing we can do is face the enemy head on. If you want to survive, if you want to protect your family, if that's really what you want, then gather your men and prepare for the final battle. Or, you can try offering your younger brother's life to those bastards. That's not what I meant. If you want to live like despicable people. Tran V Gun spoke, and everyone at the table fell silent. The Grand Elder, after hearing this, clapped his hands and said, impressive. Everyone turned to look at the old man. Tran V Gun was also surprised, not knowing what the old man was about to say. The old man stood up from his chair. Tran Tai Gun thought to himself. Finally, the family head has made his move. The old man spoke. I've always thought the deputy family head was just a kid, but I never expected you to become such a wonderful man. I'm truly impressed with you. That's exactly the kind of action a deputy family head should take. Tran V Gun turned towards him, bowed his head, and said, I'm sorry for my careless actions in the past. The Grand Elder patted Tran V Gun's shoulder, encouraging him. Character can only be elevated by pride. There's no need to apologize. Deputy family head. The old man smiled and continued. On the other hand, that's the spirit of unity. To be ready to face any monster before the door. Then, he glared at everyone and shouted angrily. But why did the core members of the family talk about surrendering themselves? To prevent a war? Tran Tai Gun stood still, shocked. Everyone quickly tried to explain. Grand Elder, did you misunderstand? The Grand Elder interrupted. At the edge of a war, the most important thing is family unity. So why are we doing this? Why are we not offering the deputy family head's head to them? At this, everyone was stunned. Tran Tai Gun didn't understand what was happening. Why is that old man siding with them? Tran V Gun lowered his head in silence. No, we can't do that, he said. He has been loyal to the family for many years. So perhaps we should overlook this mistake and treat it as an unfortunate accident. The Grand Elder spoke again. You call this a mere accident? Why is the deputy head more lenient than a fox? Then as for the responsibility, we must address the issue with them. I will stop here. The old man bowed and said, on behalf of those here, this old man, thank you for your grace. Oh, no, it's all our fault, everyone exclaimed. Please, don't do this. How can we hold our heads high and live with this shame? The old man grabbed Tran V Gun's hand, raising it and continuing, since the family head is not here, our deputy head will not hesitate to take on this noble responsibility. Let him see our fighting spirit in this battle. If we cooperate, under your leadership, the despicable enemies will not defeat us. We will quickly follow your orders. We will obey your guidance. Sir, the Grand Elder let go of Tran V Gun's hand and thanked him. He didn't know what was going through the old man's mind, but he looked at Tran Tai Gun, and Tai Gun looked back at him. Tran Tai Gun *** thought to himself, unable to fathom whether this was all part of their plan. Suddenly, a subordinate rushed into **Hang Mountain * with a letter from the Hang Mountain sword sect. The subordinate handed over the letter, and *Tran V Gun ** slowly opened it. with each line appearing before his eyes. From my enemies, who have no mercy for me. Tran V Gun *** angrily crushed the letter in his hand and shouted, "From now on, our entire sect will prepare for this battle. The Hang Mountain Sword Sect has declared war on the *Tran family of Taiwan. The reality of this war has been confirmed by both sides involved. The Hang Mountain Sword Sect has acknowledged you as their enemy. Running away will not only put you at a disadvantage, but it will also cause you to miss your opportunity. The main mission of the war begins now. The horses are ready, the carrier pigeons are prepared, and the soldiers are ready to depart. Warriors of *Tran family Taiwan, gather at the main estate. At the same time, prepare for battle, with a mission that cannot avoid risks. The conflict between the two families has now begun, and a battle must take place. Strength is the only way to prove your trustworthiness in the martial world. The winner will always be the strongest, and the strongest will be the one who survives in the end. We await your success. Mission level *, restricted to players. Objective *, force the Hang Mountain Sword Sect to either surrender or perish. Mission rewards *, defeat 7 enemies. Tran Tai Gun ** read the war declaration, sighed deeply, and Tran V Gun ** handed him a cup of tea, saying, "You must be exhausted." He patted his younger brother on the head and added, "This was bound to happen. It's not your fault." Tran Tai Gun ** picked up the cup of tea, his mind racing. "Of course, it's not your fault." Another person spoke up, "But Your Excellency, I still don't understand his true intentions." V Bon ** spoke again, and Tran Tai Gun ** thought about it. "His actions remind me of those political schemers. He's despicable. What kind of person is he?" Tran Tai Gun ** asked. "He's a military expert, who has achieved the highest position in the region. Moreover, he is deeply knowledgeable and erudite. People like him are considered the strongest in the martial world. Is he really that powerful?" V Bon ** asked. "All the best warriors are under his command." Tran V Gun ** replied. "He's the type of person who hides in the shadows, manipulating others. He uses his influence to sway rulers to his side. He's been doing this for thousands of years. When he made me bow to him during our meeting, he must have had some hidden agenda." V Bon ** spoke up again. "Those people deserve to die. They are all traitors. When he proposed that you accept his orders, I honestly hoped you would refuse. If I had done that, there would have certainly been conflict. But that might have been his plan all along. In any case, it's just a guess. We can't know exactly what he's thinking. However, he's the most experienced person in the family. And undoubtedly, he's incredibly powerful. Be careful with him. But the best thing is not to make him our enemy. *. The most important thing right now is to find a way to resolve the issues we are facing. And our current situation doesn't look good because the rumor about Li Fu can being poisoned has spread all over the Sushi Bay. Our reputation is dropping significantly. What? It hasn't even been a day. Even if rumors spread fast, this is too quick. Someone is definitely spreading this rumor intentionally." The three of them sat in silence, deep in thought. Tran V Kin asked V Bang, "Have we received any response from the factions we requested aid from? Why have we only received a reply from one faction? Who is it? A smaller faction?" A gatekeeper greeted a visitor. "Please tell me your name and the reason for your visit." "Ah, it's an honor. We come from the Red Blossom region." The gatekeeper suspiciously thought, "Why does this person look familiar?" A girl stepped down from the carriage and said, "My name is a secret." The gatekeeper turned back and replied, "Hey girl, listen, we're preparing for battle here, so this is no place for you to cause trouble." "Ah, even so, let me ask, why are you here?" The young lady thought for a moment and then answered, "To collect my debt." Li Fukan died with his eyes wide open, his face still covered in blood. His hands were stiff. His father, sitting beside him, couldn't believe his eyes. How could this happen? Li Fukan, my son. He must have been so bitter. Dying with his eyes open. My son, oh my son, I'll avenge you. The father punched the wall in anger and frustration, storming out of the room, cursing as he went. I swear, I will make them taste 100, no, 1,000 kinds of pain. He stepped out into the courtyard, where thousands of soldiers were standing. He shouted to his soldiers, "Get ready. Today will be the day we avenge my son." In a study room, a beautiful woman asked, How is it going? Do you still remember me? Asterisk. Tran V Kin, Tran Tai Kin, and V Bang sat there, surprised by her appearance. Tran Tai Kin suddenly recognized her. Oh, it's Ming Yu. Ah, now I remember. Master Tran. Tran Tai Kin was confused. Why is she here now? He turned to his brother and said, I didn't call her here. I didn't even know who she was. His brother tapped his neck and said, You're really in trouble, huh? Tran Tai Kin quickly explained. It's not like that. I didn't do anything. I don't even know who she is. Then he turned back to Ming Yu and apologized. Sorry, miss, are you lost? Do you want to go home now? Ming Yu smiled and replied, You're cute, but I'm here for business. Business? Tran Tai Kin grabbed her by the wrist. I don't know who you are. Please leave quickly. Tran Tai Gun. Pull her outside quickly. Asterisk. Tai Gun tried to pull her, but she stood still. Why aren't you going? His brother saw this and said, Tai Gun, stop and act politely. V Bon clutched his head. What is he doing? I have no idea anymore. She's the branch leader of the Sanji sect in the central province. Hearing this, Gun was shocked. It's her. Min Wei, the 50th ranked leader. Min Wei smiled at him. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the branch leader of the Sanji sect in the central province. Min Wei. I'm Tran V Gun from the Tran family of Taiwan. I am V Bon. Tai Gun, feeling awkward, mumbled his name. Min Wei teased him. Oh, I didn't catch your name? Tai Gun awkwardly scratched his head and said, I'm Tran Tai Gun. Ah, a pleasure to meet you. Young Master Tran. I didn't know that a branch leader was acquainted with my 3 brothers. Young Master, are you a regular at Phi Honghua? That's also the main branch of our sect. Oh, so you're a regular there? Min Wei continued. Anyway, let's get down to business. Shall we? Before we begin, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to the Central Province sect. Min Wei smiled in response. Haha, of course. Tran V Gun continued. However, may I ask, why are you helping us? You're asking for a reason? First, because of the profit from the branch. The Central Province sect always acts based on profit and loss. After considering all possibilities, even if we lose the battle, we will still make a decision. I believe the branch can still make a great profit. By collaborating with the Tran family. Tran V Gun asked, What kind of profit are you talking about? Exactly what you think, she replied. I want half of the goods and shops of Hang Sun. Alright, hearing this, V Bon quickly slapped his shoulder. Min, you're quick to decide. Tran V Gun responded. That's because we prioritize family interests. Will this decision be accepted? I've heard the Tran family doesn't get along very well with the elders. For instance, as expected from the Central Province sect. You know very well, but you don't need to worry about that. Go on with your request. Tran Tai Gun, standing behind, doubted himself. Did I accidentally say something to her about that? Then the second thing. It's simple. I really like young Master Tran. He's young and handsome. Tran V Gun immediately said. Please forgive her. She continued praising Tran Tai Gun. He has a great figure. A cute personality. Tran Tai Gun thought to himself. Is she mocking me? The negotiation lasted for the next hour. The Central Province sect received some shops and goods from the Sword sect of Hang Sun, as well as control over the Red Light District. In return, the Central Province sect would not provide any information to the Tran family. They would also keep all battle-related information about the Tran family within the family. Those were the terms of the contract. Min Wei held a piece of paper in her hand and said, Alright, now we are in the same boat. Please take care of us. The successor is expected, and I hope you will do the same. Tran V Gun replied. Both sides shook hands in agreement. The alliance with the Min clan would last until the battle was over. Well then, I must take my leave. Thank you for your help. Min Wei said as she turned to leave. Don't you want to see me off? Tran Tai Gun asked. Tran Tai Gun was startled. What? Why should I? Min Wei whispered something in Tran Tai Gun's ear. After hearing it, Tran Tai Gun blushed. V Bon, who was nearby, overheard and said, Is it really true, Tai Gun? I'll see her off, my dear younger brother, he added. In the darkness, the image of a torch burned brightly. Tran Tai Gun clenched his teeth and said, It's just a game, that's all. Looking at the corpses lying on the ground, Tran Tai Gun was filled with fear. Everything was just graphics and illusions. The dead bodies lay scattered, and Tran Tai Gun covered his mouth. Unable to bear it, Tran V Gun went to each corpse. covering them with cloth, gently stroking their faces. "This is all my fault," he murmured. "I forced those who knew nothing about fighting into this situation." The subordinates standing nearby tried to comfort him. "This is the ugly truth of war, Master," the Grand Elder continued. "Both the victors and the defeated on both sides suffer losses." The head of the sword sect, Hang Sun, Blood Sword Li Zhongbai, was accustomed to war, a rogue like him. "You can see how he treats these children." Tran Tai Gun did not expect the elder to speak like that in this situation. "What?" Tran V Gun turned around and responded. "Please be careful with your words," he said. "These children are part of our family." The elder continued. "No, these children are no different from soldiers. There will be many more deaths like this. It may even happen while we're still talking." "Isn't that the truth?" Tran V Gun bitterly replied. "You knew this would come, didn't you?" Tran V Gun argued with the elder. The elder continued. "Senan, ASEAN, and those regions are all neighboring areas, directly connected to the sword sect Hang Sun. That means those are the areas they will invade first. And you know that well. You know that sending carrier pigeons is useless. Yet you still sent them just because you felt guilty." Tran V Gun responded. "But," the elder interrupted, "I'm not here to blame you. You made the right choice." Tran V Gun lowered his head and replied. "The war has only just begun. Everything has its price. You must never forget that you are the successor of the Tran clan from Taiwan. And you must take responsibility for providing food and clothing for our people." Tran V Gun held his head, unsure of what to do. "That's really frustrating, but he's right. At this point, I need to focus." Tran Tai Gun looked at his brother in silence. "I guess when things are calm, he could be an enemy. But when everything is in turmoil, he's the one you can rely on." "Well, that eases things a bit." The Grand Elder walked over to Tran Tai Gun. "The three young masters are here as well?" "Yes. Greetings, Elder. I've heard an interesting rumor lately. It's said that the dragon in Sanji's slumber, this person, has clearly combined his strength with the Lord of Hell and defeated the great CA bandits. The infamous story of Zhang Shan's 1,000-pound burden." Tran Tai Gun felt a chill hearing the old man speak. He coughed repeatedly. "Are you catching a cold?" "No, it's just a bit chilly." "How can you fight with such a weak body?" "What do you mean, sir?" "If the rumors are true, then I believe a person from the main house should join the front line of the upcoming battle." Tran Tai Gun felt like he was struck by lightning. "No, you think, the successor?" Tran Tai Gun was terrified. No, please, don't suggest that. I can't do it," he begged. Tran V Gun thought for a moment in silence. "I agree. With your help, it would be better." A new mission announcement began. "Zhang Long wants to bring me to the battlefield, under the direct command of the leaders. But due to Tran V Gun's strong opposition, I was fortunate to be assigned to a different position. I'm now the team leader of the Scout and Guard team. Mission objective. You have been selected as the leader of the scouting team. The mission begins now. You will command those under your authority to accomplish the task by achieving military merit in the battle. Task rank. Repetition limit." Tran Tai Gun thought. "I feel uneasy about this. But since I'm part of the scout team, it shouldn't be too dangerous, right? But it's just a game. Yet, I can't shake off the image of the children's corpses from my mind. When did I become so immersed in this game? This feels so real," he thought to himself. Alright, then. 5 people were assigned under his command. He wasn't sure if they had been transferred temporarily from other departments or what, but they seemed quite anxious. Du Yian, rank 14. Ji Qian, rank 13. Marham Ielts, rank 14. And then there was this overly enthusiastic guy, Han Yiwa, rank 13. He greeted Tran Tai Gun. "It's an honor to meet you, young master. Please take care of me. The dragon in Sanji's slumber. And lastly, that annoying guy, Hatch Van Trin, rank 22. We meet again, third young master." Tran Tai Gun reflected on his bad luck. He spoke in front of the 5 people under his command. "I've been appointed as the leader of the Scout Guard team. I am Tran Tai Gun. Nice to meet you all." The next morning, from the window, Tran V Gun stood observing below. V Bon came closer and spoke to V Gun. They set off, and it may take them up to 2 days to arrive. Tran V Gun *** turned around and replied. "Are you talking about *Tai Gun **? How could you let him into the Tran family's reconnaissance team? When will you stop treating him like a child? He's become a man now. I'm sure he'll be fine." V Bon *** looked at Tran V Gun *** and said, "It's hard to believe what I'm seeing." Tran V Gun *** pointed outside the window and said, "Look, there's a pigeon carrying a letter. It seems like there's new information from the Quan Trung sect." The letter was opened, and the first line read, "Strike to kill 1.000.000 soldiers. 40 soldiers have appeared in Ren Yang. They've already reached Yang Yang? Even if they're special forces. It's hard to believe they crossed hundreds of miles in just a few days. If they make it through, they'll be in Taiwan shortly after. There are still some who haven't made it back to the main house. And with the arrival of a notorious and brutal figure, who is known to kill 1 million soldiers, it's unclear if they will be pursued by him." V Bon *** quickly mobilized 50 men and headed straight for Zhengyang ***. "We need reinforcement." "Wait, sir." The two fell silent. V Bon *** thought that Tran V Gun *** needed to calm down. Tran V Gun *** was worried about his younger brother's safety. "Where has Tai Gun *** been dispatched?" "To Zhengyang ***. Sir, to my position. Form up. Gather and line up." The men sent to Zhengyang *** were assembling, forming ranks with swords and shields ready. Tran Tai Gun *** stood beside them, smugly smiling. "It didn't take long for me to teach them to be better. They're just like those guys. F-class hunters. They don't know anything about how to use weapons. But these NPCs are better than them. Now they can at least form some basic formations." A man shouted, "I can't do this anymore." Hatch Van Trin * shouted, "Third young master, are you kidding? Time is of the essence. That's why we can't afford to waste it. But look at what you're doing now." Tran Tai Gun *** sighed. "Here I am, teaching these useless fools. Listen up, everyone." Hatch Van Trin * spoke in unison. "He's right. Although, he's not like us. Anyway, we are still part of the royal army." Another person added, "Maybe our captain has other goals behind this." Hung ***. "What kind of person is he?" "He's the third young master. The one who skipped his own training. And has been chasing women since he was young. He doesn't know anything about war. Strategy too. Instead of dedicating himself to learning these things, he's been running around causing accidents. That's all there is to it for him." Hatch Van Trin * shouted. "The one who started the war is none other than the third young master." Tran Tai Kin whispered to Hatch Van Trin **. "I hope you realize that what you think is right is now considered rebellion. If that's rebellion, then so be it. What are you going to do about it?" Tran Tai Kin continued **. "When we are in the middle of a battle, I will exercise my authority as the leader of this team and solve this issue by giving you 3 slaps." Hatch Van Trin, enraged, shouted, "Who the hell do you think you are?" Tran Tai Kin slapped Hatch Van Trin hard across the face. "That's the first slap." Hatch Van Trin clutched his face in pain. "You think you're so clever?" Slap, **. The second slap resounded. Hatch Van Trin's face turned bright red with fury. He tried to strike back at Tran Tai Kin, but Tran Tai Kin dodged and delivered the third slap. The soldiers outside stood in silence, terrified. Hatch Van Trin was knocked down to the ground by the 3 slaps. Tran Tai Kin clapped his hands to get the soldiers' attention. **. "The break is over. Prepare yourselves for movement." "Yes, sir." Suddenly, snowflakes began to fall. On the other side, the bandits had killed many people. They surrounded the young and the women. A woman, holding a child, begged, "Great Lord, please let the children go." The bandit, with a cruel laugh, responded, "I'm sorry, but unfortunately, I am not a great lord." The woman, in pain, pleaded, "But you're a human too. How could you go this far? The children have done nothing wrong." The bandit raised his sword in front of her. "But as you can see, in this cruel world, how can children survive without their mother? You heartless bastard, you've planned to kill us from the beginning, haven't you?" The bandit continued, as if delivering his final words to her. "I will remember your words well." Then they ruthlessly carried out their cruel deeds. It seemed like the wild beasts would have a grand feast tonight. "We'll have a feast ourselves. If everything goes smoothly, we might earn 1.000 gold coins. It's hard to believe that one day we'll be able to hunt down those bastards from Taiwan. The ones we've just killed. Are they the last of them?" "No, master. replied the elder disciple. They certainly know how to escape. How many are left? There's a warrior and 2 children. 3 in total. I heard they passed through Henyang and are heading toward Hensui. Don't bother, master. Let us handle them quickly. Oh, you can take care of it as usual. You know me well. Go and take care of them for me. Yes, master. Meanwhile, Hatch Van Trin, who had just been slapped 3 times by Tran Tai Kin, finally regained consciousness. Everyone was gathered in a shelter, and he was still furious, shouting, "Damn it!" Then, he was slapped again by Tran Tai Kin, knocked down and lying helplessly in the corner of the room. The snow was falling outside, and they couldn't move. Tran Tai Gun spoke up asterisk. Because the weather is quite bad. I guess we won't be able to make it to Henyang tonight. At least, we've found a free tent to stay in. Then one of the men turned to Tran Tai Gun and said, "Captain, is there something going on? We were wondering if we could have a little time off." Everyone stared at Tran Tai Gun. "Huh, you guys want more training?" The 4 others nodded eagerly. Tran Tai Gun smiled inwardly. "All right, let's get our weapons and go outside for some training." At that moment, Hatch Van Trin was still inside. But the group stepped outside. It was freezing outside, and there was a lot of snow. Tran Tai Gun looked at the bastards, feeling smug. They've gone through a lot of hardships when we first started. But now they're begging for training. Just as I expected. Instead of ordering them to do 100 push-ups. It's better to beat them. Suddenly, a voice shouted, "Captain, there's a child outside." Tran Tai Gun, who was inside, stuck his head out the door. "What did you say? Why is there a child in the middle of the mountains? Are you serious?" A child appeared in the blizzard, and the group looked at each other, wondering who the child was. Could it be that he lives in this tent? Tran Tai Gun suddenly felt uneasy. I have a bad feeling about this. Why do I feel like something big is about to happen? An unexpected mission notification had started. A happy family asterisk. 4 people were playing under a peach tree. A couple with 2 children. A boy and a girl. The boy was running and playing around, when he suddenly spotted a flower blooming behind a rock. He picked it and brought it back to put in his mother's hair. Then smiled happily. The mother smiled and patted his head, saying, "Son, you must live." The boy looked up at his mother, confused. The mother called out softly, "Promise us you'll live." The boy asked, "Where are you going, Mom and Dad?" He watched as they turned to leave, still speaking their words. "Promise us." The group walked further away. The siblings called and ran after them, but couldn't catch up. "Wait for us, Mom and Dad." The boy woke up suddenly from his dream, thinking, "Damn, I was sleeping so peacefully." He and his sister were hiding in a small gap between 2 rocks. Outside, the snow was falling thickly. It hadn't been more than 5 days since he witnessed the brutality of his father and the warriors. What a fool I am. Just a useless kid, unable to do anything but run away. I can't let my guard down again, he thought to himself, shivering as he gripped his dagger tightly. His sister was huddled close, holding his arm. "Brother, it's so cold." Too Deep opened her eyes wide and asked her older brother, "When are we going home?" Too Deep missed their mother. Fu Tone took her hand, breathing warmth into it and comforting her. "Just a little longer. We're almost there." Then the boy recalled the words of his mother from the dream he had just had. The mother he saw in his dream. He was very upset, not knowing if his mother was safe. Maybe she wasn't. "Don't think that way. Nothing bad will happen," he reassured. Suddenly, there was a rustling sound from a distance, catching the attention of the 2 siblings. Fu Tone gripped his short dagger tightly, thrusting it toward the bushes. A sound came, and someone appeared. A hand slowly parted the leaves. Snow clung to the leaves, falling down as the hand brushed through. The boy stared at it, swallowed hard with a gulp. A man appeared from behind the foliage, looked at the boy, and put a finger to his lips. "Shush, it's me, Kong Thuk." The boy was overjoyed and shouted. He quickly tucked the dagger into his belt. "We've been so worried. It's been so long." The girl ran to the man, raising both arms. He reached out to catch her and said, "We need to hurry. We're being followed." He continued. "Followed?" Fu Tone asked. "Yes." No time to explain. The man carried Too Deep on his back and started moving. The boy followed, asking, "Where are we going?" "Anywhere. It's random." The man spoke as he walked. "Even if they are brutal, they won't catch us. We'll make it there." The 3 of them moved into the dense trees, their shadows gradually disappearing, leaving only footprints in the snow. However, a group of people was following them. And soon, they were close behind. The three of them were now climbing the mountain in the middle of the night. The snow covered everything. As they reached the top of the slope, the man stopped. Fu Tone was hugging his arms tightly from the cold, staring at the man's feet. The man carried too deep on his back and turned to look at the path they had just crossed. Fu Tone asked in doubt, "What are they going to do?" "About 10 of them are nearly here." The man replied, "This is all my fault. We should move faster before the snow falls." Fu Tone drew his short dagger and said seriously, "You've done your best. I've learned a bit of martial arts. And if we have to die, I'll fight like a warrior. We'll fight to the death." Suddenly, his sister was transferred to his back. He turned in surprise to look at the man. The man didn't look at him but instead gazed at the approaching group. He drew the sword from his back and said, "I'll catch up with you too soon. So don't worry. I, Kong Duong Trung, am no coward." He turned around, smiled at the boy, and said, "Go on, hurry." Fu Tone was still trying to persuade him, but the man urged him, "Hurry, get out of here. I'll handle them." The pursuing group was getting very close. The boy, carrying his sister, cried, "Kong Thuk." Then he decided to turn around, carrying his sister away. "Forgive me," he whispered as he wiped away tears. The snow covered everything, a thick layer on the ground. The boy, carrying his sister, struggled to climb the steep mountain. And you see the word Tran on the clothes of the people in front. In front of you is a small house. 3 people wearing the Tran family's clothes are standing at the door. "Let's go," Tran Tai Gun said. "Huh? In this weather? Even the horse doesn't want to move." One person raised his hand to catch the falling snow and said, "Yes, what about that little boy?" Another person pointed at Tiu Tone in the distance and asked, "The horse you're riding hasn't gotten up yet. It was still curled up with its 4 legs tucked in, making it impossible for him to start. He had to get off the horse and walk step by step on the thick snow." "Well, leave the horse and move on by yourself." The 2 others blocked his way. "It's better to start tomorrow morning. The boy is following us." Hearing this, Tran Tai Gun exploded with anger and shouted, "I said we're going now." He lifted his lazy behind and called out to Hatch Van Tren, "Get up, hurry." The others were confused by his sudden anger and asked, "Why are you getting so angry? Why are you still hesitating? Something bad is about to happen." Tran Tai Gun thought anxiously. Tiu Tone had already carried the child to the spot where the group was crying loudly. Seeing this, people quickly surrounded them. The boy, Tran Tai Gun, was still lost in his thoughts. Whenever this feeling of unease came, that sound was always present in his ears. Someone had climbed to where the group was. The ones chasing after Tiu Tone. They had reached the spot. One of them, looking at the group, was surprised. The people from the Tran family were about to bring the 2 children inside, when someone noticed the noise behind them and turned to look. Tran Tai Gun saw the notification board appear again and immediately broke into a sweat. "Just as I thought. I knew this damned thing would pop up again." He gritted his teeth and thought to himself, "Mission. The survivors from the unfortunate region. The person from the Tran family from Taiwan has encountered the rest of the survivors from the unfortunate region. The mission is to defeat the brutal and depraved swordsmen from the martial sect and rescue the remaining survivors. The mission has no foreseeable limits. This is exclusive to Tran Tai Gun. Objective. Save the surviving people, unfinished. Reward. Necklace of 7 defeats." The leader, seeing them, shouted, "That rebellious kid from the Tran family." On the other side, the people from the Tran family quickly instructed each other, "Spread out and form a battle formation." Immediately, the Tran family's people formed their formation. The leader of the survivors from the unfortunate region saw this and laughed loudly. "This is going to be fun. Just a bunch of little kids. We can handle them." The others also laughed, pleased with themselves. They were holding shields. Tran Tai Gun held his spear, silently counting their numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 in total. 10 against 5. How could they face off? Tran Tai Gun was frustrated. These damn fools don't know a thing about martial arts. And they have no battle experience. They're all just rookies. He looked at them, holding shields and swords, trembling with despair. "Sorry, but if things go wrong, I'll leave you guys behind and run." The sound of sweat dripping down. One of them asked, "What should we do, Captain?" The survivors from **** are charging in. The group leader shouted, "Attack!" Kill. This made the others around Tran Tai Gun tremble even more. They're coming, someone shouted. Tran Tai Gun stepped forward and said, break the offensive formation, switch to defense. But the guys behind him still didn't understand. What do you mean, Captain? Tran Tai Gun shook his neck and started moving. Don't make me repeat myself. You guys just focus on breaking their attack. He had already noticed the level of his opponents. He smirked inwardly. They're all low level, a few straightforward hits and that's it. One of them was quickly defeated and spurted blood out. The others stood stunned, mouths wide open, watching. Another one was slashed down. The rest were equally shocked. Holding their little sister tightly, they turned around to look. One by one, the enemies were cut down by Tran Tai Gun They couldn't dodge, and he easily took them out. The system notification popped up continuously. Your experience has been accumulated. You have earned 50 Mary's points. Your experience has been accumulated. Seeing this, Tran Tai Gun smiled with satisfaction. He quickly swung his sword and slashed another opponent. Another one fell. The leader, stunned, stood and watched. Tran Tai Gun had eliminated all the others, leaving just him. Tran Tai Gun stood before him. The leader wanted to flee, but he was so scared that his legs couldn't move.